All right, ODD, POD community, we are back with another one. Another one. It's your boy. Hey, I'm not even about to do it because I threw myself off.
No,
It's your boy. Why you don't mess with me? Hey, it's your boy Mark J.
pirate shot. I'm gonna let you do it. I'm
Why?
gonna
Oh,
let
okay.
you.
Okay. I was about to say.
I'm gonna
But
let you do it.
anyways, we like school kids. Like, they like, dude, get on with this shit. Y'all supposed to be professionals. All right. All right. We back with another one though. We've been wanting to get these guys on for a second, but timing, divine timing. We got Academy Awards coming up. We got so much to ask these guys about. I wouldn't call them film critics. I would call them movie lovers who love to share their passion along with the internet. Go check them out. Car Ride Reactions.
Appreciate that intro, brother. Yeah, thanks for having
Yes,
us,
sir.
guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Rashad. I'll let you start.
Well, my first question is, ain't got nothing to do with the interview. Which one are you more excited to see? Scary Movie 7 or Scream 6? Months ago,
Gosh.
we tagged y'all in that scary movie thing.
Scary Movie it's not one of my favorite movies, but it's one of the movies that had the biggest impact on me when I was young.
I will not say they invented the parody movie. Obviously, parody's been around, but like how they did it.
I don't.
They evolutionized it to our day and age. I will say that.
Right.
They
They
like
made a whole movie out of it.
they
Skit. Like
Weird Al
they made a
Yankovic did.
franchise.
A
They made a franchise.
franchise out of a parody to a franchise.
That's insane.
And I'll argue that it's bigger than the franchise. I will argue that. I will argue that.
Right.
I want to ask this to the community, and I want to ask this to Car Ride Reactions.
But which one are you more excited to see now?
So I'll take this one. I know I'm the bigger fan of both of those. So I actually already saw Scream 7. But me personally, Scary Movie 6 was the one I was more excited. I'm just so excited the Wayans Brothers got that back, man. I love those movies growing up, man. Those were
Me
so
too.
funny. I think Scary Movie 3 was the one I saw first, and then I went and watched 1 and 2. And that actually led me to go watch like the movies they were making fun of. So definitely Scary Movie for me. That's the one. I've never been a big horror movie person like that. So I would say personally, Scary Movie over the Scream. But
Okay.
I definitely have no hate towards them. It's just never been my thing personally. But I will say, I mean, we'll get into it at some point, but I will say I'm starting to delve into a little bit more of the horror franchise a little bit, we'll get there.
What's it I see over y'all's shoulder? It look like a
I
Scream
know.
mask to me.
So we've
That's what I was
started
about to
doing
say.
y'all ever do the popcorn buckets? Y'all ever buy any of those at the theater? That's what these
I
are.
haven't. I know what you're talking about though.
This is F1. So like
That's the F1? Okay, we got a
yeah,
question. Yeah, I see.
F1 here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this. This is actually one right here too, Superman. I bought this one because I saw on TikTok people were putting comics in it, and I was like, oh, okay, I actually want that.
That's sick.
That's dope.
That is
That's dope.
sick.
The one I just bought from Scream 7. And the Predator one is actually probably my favorite one I got.
Yeah, all of those are hard. Like for
That
real.
is sick. Ain't gonna lie.
I
Sub
wanted
your
the
game up.
Galactus one, but that shit was like $70. And I was like, yeah, and it was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
probably like
It was
would show
right.
for it. Yeah,
That's
seen it.
tough. That's tough.
So I got my numbers mixed up. I said Scary Movie 7,
yeah.
Scream 6.
Scream
The
6.
opposite. Okay.
have y'all seen the
Which
trailer
one?
yet for Scary Movie 6?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
It was.
My theater.
It made me more excited.
Yeah, man, like it came on before Scream 7, and the showing I went to was called like a fan event, so like everyone in there was big Scream fans, and
Mhm.
everyone was rolling. Like that trailer got so much energy, like people were pumped for that. I think it's gonna
That was
it's just prime
yeah.
box office hit.
That was my question was, do you feel like I feel like it's like in the ether or something. Like I feel like people are really excited for no offense to Scream, but it's just people are, like you said, are super excited for Scary Movie 6.
I think Marlon
Seven.
Wayne's on a
Seven.
run too. Ever since his beef with DJ Vlad, if y'all know whatever happened, like that kind of thing. I feel like he's just had a year, man, where he's kind of reminded people who the fuck he is, and I think they're gonna ride that momentum in the Scary Movie 6.
How y'all feel about the Wayans family? Like, are they like? Because for me, like they goated, but like
They're a top tier family for sure. I don't know who else you really stack up against them other than the Jacksons. And this may feel like a weird coming from me. This may sound weird, but they feel like they've just always been around the staple. Like me and my sister, Rashad knows my sister a little bit. We watched the Wayans Brothers show growing up. Like So, I mean, it just feels like they've always kind of been around. So, yeah, I
It
mean, I
is
think
No, it
true.
was universal. It was universal.
But even like for our parents, like when I talk to about with my parents, it's almost like for them, even they've always been around the family, a transcendent group of people for sure.
super talented, crazy. I mean, we didn't really like that Him movie, but maybe the best acting I've ever seen from Marlon Wayans. He killed it.
I know, I know. I agree with y'all on that one. That's crazy.
That's my last thing about Scary Movie in Scream. Do you, I'm more excited to see Scary Movie, but do you think it was kind of petty that he drops around the same time? Like they both have been gone for a long time, and he's like, "No, I'm dropping around the same time y'all dropping."
I think it was smart for me, there's almost some synergy there, like, because Scream was one of the first movies they made fun of, and
Right.
Scream
Mm,
itself kinda is a parody franchise, like, they kinda are making
mm,
fun of slasher films, so I think there's some mutual respect there, and I actually read today, I guess, Jordan Peele specifically asked the Wayans family, like, "So you're ripping you're making fun of my movies, right?" Like, I think they wear it like honor, like, kinda like some people like when they're
mm.
made fun of on South Park and Family Guy and other people, like, don't like it. I think
Right.
they wear it like a badge of honor, like, "Yeah, like, please, ma like, my movie was good enough to be spoofed."
I can agree with that for sure. I would love to be a character on South Park. For
Absolutely.
real.
Oh my gosh!
All
Wow.
right.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
we got the Scary Movie Scream stuff out the way. Let's go back to the beginning. Where each of you are from and like what high school did you go to. I know Matt, I'm not sure if most of our viewers would know what Ken is talking about as far as high school, but that's cool.
But
I
we
still
don't.
want to know.
But we don't care. It's so
Right.
Louisville,
All
Kentucky.
good.
I
Like,
All
still want
good.
to
like
know.
you could be
I'll
from
still answer
LA.
it, yeah.
You'd be like, nah, I want to know where you went to high school.
Right.
I'm gonna check up on you too. Nah, it's fine. But go ahead. Whoever wants to start first.
I'm from Atlanta. My name is Ken. I mean, I grew up here my entire life, basically. Went to Northview High School, which is in Johns Creek, Georgia, a little bit outside of the perimeter of Atlanta.
Okay.
Grew up playing sports, being a nerd. Obviously, I'm into this type of content. So, I was a big gamer, big, comic book head a little bit. Watched a lot of anime, and then, was also a sports player as well. Played basketball, played football, ran track as well. Did all that stuff and enjoyed my upbringing. It was a great time. Made a lot of good friends, and then decided to run track at Florida State. I got lucky enough to
Mm.
walk on with the team there. I ran the 100 and 200 meters.
So
That's
you
where,
fast.
yeah, I was, I was, I was. As someone who played intramurals can confirm, Ken is fast. Ken is fast. I was.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But but yeah, that's where I met Matt actually. Ironically, freshman year, I don't even remember what class that was. Oh, it was such a joke, a class. Yeah, it was a random like elective that we just just like a credit filler a class. It was like human relations or something. It was like
Right.
it was communications and human relationships. That's what it was. It was very basic, like, elective type of class. But I was in there with a teammate of mine and a couple of other athletes were in there as well. But then just Matt and one of his buddies, or I think your roommate at the time was also in there. We ended up just having to do a couple projects together. Ended up just being pretty cool. And then after that, we had not really seen each other for 3 years, honestly. It was a long time that we really just never saw each other again because campus is just that big. Ended
That's
up
crazy.
ended up relinking again with Joel through Joel. Yeah, your roommate at the time because I joined an organization on campus. He was like my big for that. So started hanging out with him at the time. Came over to the house and I was like, wait a minute, I know you. We were friends in that class from freshman year. So from then
Okay.
on, we've been super tight. He ended up moving, or I moved back to Atlanta after school about 2017, 2018. And then you moved here, what, like 2021, 21 or so? But yeah, just been tight ever since.
That's what's
I
up.
feel that. Like I said, I know Matt, but I want our viewers to know, and I love giving shout out to the big B's. So
Oh yeah.
Gosh. Just if it makes you feel any better.
But I had a great high school experience. I thought our high school was awesome. I thought our graduating class was pretty awesome. So I'll always shout out Valerie. But yeah, but before Louisville, I was born in Florida, Orlando, for those that don't know. Moved to Louisville in middle school. Met Rashad in high school freshman year. I wasn't any good, but played football with Rashad. he'll tell you it wasn't any good.
Man, we was all finding our way.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
was as good as they.
Right,
Only
he was-
Vontae and Flo. They was the only ones like,
Yeah,
you know.
and you kind of
Hey,
knew
hold on.
right away with both of them too. Devontae, maybe by like sophomore year, you definitely knew because you get that growth spurt. But but like freshman year, you kind of knew you knew right away those guys were different.
And Vontae all played. Me, Marcus, Vontae, like we played in Little League. So he was a outstanding in Little League too. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of like, oh, he's gonna ballot good. I knew what we were getting.
I'll give Rashad a shout out. I remember Rashad was one of the only freshmen that got to dress varsity when we were freshmen. Didn't you and CJ get to dress for like a couple playoff
Gosh,
games?
shout out CJ.
Scott, Flo.
Oh, of course, Flo.
And maybe
What are you talking about?
Vontae was hurt. Vontae was hurt.
Vontae
So-
I know.
broke
That's
his
what I was about to
foot,
say.
I think. Yeah. But I do remember that. So Rashad was I don't know how much you like talk about it football fast, but Rashad was a hell of a football player for sure.
57.
Well, you on here with this man won the Little League Heisman Award. and
Or okay.
That's what I call it. It's the Johnny Unitas Award in Louisville. But I mean, I'll let you
Okay.
tell him about it. Shit.
Yeah. Look, I was cold, but I was like, when I moved up with Devontae and them, I was like third or fourth option. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it shows you how cold Devontae and them was.
Hey, but you were still
But
nice though.
nonetheless-
You got the accolades to show for it. You got a trophy.
I was nice. I won the Johnny Unitas Award. Shout out to Coach Brown. Shout out to that team. But no, I got to meet Matt Leinart.
That's
and
dope.
that year when
Was
maybe
it like,
it was it the Texas year?
it
Was
might
the
have been
Texas
that
year?
year.
It might have
when
been a
they
Texas
played-
year. It
they had
might have
the
been
classic.
when they had the classic game. It might have been
Yeah,
that year.
That's football game.
But
ever.
yeah. So, it's pretty dope. But I stopped growing and Devontae kept growing. So, I mean,
Listen.
and we just saw Devontae. Shout out Devontae. We
Right.
literally just saw him yesterday. So shout out Devontae.
Listen.
So
I knew I was done playing football. First off, I had been playing since I was 6. So like by the time I was like a junior or senior, I was just like, do I really want to, really try to go to college? But what confirmed it was Devontae was taller than me. He weighed more than me, or just about the same as me. And
He
he
was
was
faster.
stronger and faster, except he played wide receiver and I was playing offensive
Lineman.
and defensive line. I was like, yeah, I'm done. There's people out here like this, I'm finished. I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up.
I got a funny Devontae story. Not even for like an interaction I had with him, but when he was at Louisville on that Thursday night game against Florida State.
it
put
was
up,
at
like,
Louisville.
It was at Louisville, yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
was-
was
Dalvin.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew who Dalvin Cook was yet, but Dalvin Cook went insane in that game. We had like a comeback, but Devontae put up like 200 yards receiving in that game.
Mhm.
We were
I was on that
whipping us pretty good at the beginning of that game. And I was at like a work function with people I worked with at FSU, and
Mhm.
I could feel my phone in my pocket just vibrate from everyone from high school, just blowing me up. And I remember I remember someone like at the bar being like, number 9 is killing us. And I was like, yeah, I played high school football with him. not surprised.
Not surprised at all.
not surprised at all.
Because when we were in high school, I was like, oh, he's going to be like Alshon Jeffrey, if y'all remember him in South Carolina.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to
Yes.
be better than
Yes.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Right.
True. I mean, shit. Why would
It's
you?
crazy.
Alshon Jeffrey is built like Calvin Johnson. Or
He was an
something.
animal too, right?
Oh my gosh! Whoa, that's funny. Hold on. Now we did play y'all freshman year, so we've met, but we haven't met. But we've met, but we haven't met. But
It's
It was bad.
I got one other funny football story. The hardest I've ever got hit in my life in football is Rashad's fault.
ooh,
What I didn't
I mean,
block.
that's good. That's
Him and
that's
Jade, he
good.
was a
What I
JV
didn't
kid.
block.
I've
gotten in trouble.
Blindside hit. So like I remember getting hit like in the back and just falling forward. As I'm
Look
like
up,
getting up,
it's me.
Ben started it too. You guys walk
My
over
fault.
to me and like help me up, and Ben looks at Rashad and he goes, "Tell him." And Rashad goes, "That was my bad."
Hey,
I would have been like, man, I don't give it.
right.
It's
Get him
alright.
off the field. We could.
Go ahead. You've had this pent up for
I was
years.
easy after that one. I would be like,
Hey, you've had this pent up for years. Get your shit off.
Right.
Tell him how you
Waiting
feel.
for this moment. Right.
He's waiting for this moment.
Well, you can blame if you ever
That's
see Ben
funny.
Sturdivant, you can blame him because he reminded me of that when I was back in Louisville, when I moved back to Louisville for a little bit
Oh,
before
Ben's a
COVID.
hater.
Right.
Ben's
Ben
a
like
hater.
brought up that story
You a
specifically.
hater, Ben.
Why is that?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that still on his mind?
Right. Out of all the things, for real, that's crazy, Ben. That's
That's so
crazy.
funny. My
That's
fault, Matt.
funny.
It's a
No, you're good,
official
bro.
apology.
I only wake up in cold sweats like every other night. It's all good.
Every
And he has it on camera, so he can go back to it now and he can be like,
I'm
"Oh,
sure
okay." He
it exists on
apologized.
Huddle or
Right.
something somewhere.
Oh
That's
yeah, I don't want to see that one if it does, but I'm sure
That's
somewhere in some film room that one exists.
yeah, we all on
They're like,
somebody's film.
this is what you don't do.
Yeah.
Shut up.
For the guy that hit me, he's like showing his kids or something. He's like, see this.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, Matt. That's crazy.
Before we move on, Ken, you said that you a big anime fan. Favorite anime?
Or top 3 if you can't give us one.
Top 3. I mean, I'm not like a buff or anything like that. So the
Right.
purist out there will kill me probably. But for me personally,
We aren't either.
I mean, Dragon Ball's up there. Like for me personally, like there's no way Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super,
Okay.
all 3 of them.
So
And
wait
then
off my
also
chest.
Daima. For me personally, all that nostalgia was incredible. I like Daima. So Dragon Ball's probably my number 1. Number 2, I'm just talking enjoyment. Hunter x Hunter. Like I really, really enjoyed Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
sure if a lot of people have watched that one, but low key up there for me. And then number 3, this is premature because I am still watching it, but Attack
Okay.
on Titan. Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
for
me too. I had a feeling.
Attack on. I'm not even done
I
with it
agree
yet.
with his.
Not
I
even
agree
done
with
with it yet, but it's that good. I love it.
You know
AOT is
mine.
good.
You know mine that I hear nobody talk about, but it's like my most enjoyed anime that I've watched is Record
One
of
Piece.
Ragnarok. One Piece
Ooh,
is second.
really?
Because
I
One
was
Piece, I
surprised.
was
You
trying to
switched
catch
it
up.
on me. You switched
I
up
was
on
trying
me.
to catch up on One Piece, but Record of Ragnarok, it was so short. So like I ran through it in like a week. But I
Mm.
love that. It's the gods versus the humans, like Adam versus Zeus. Like that was amazing.
That's
Just the
tough.
concept. Hercules versus like the Japanese samurai, like I forgot his name, but like just it was good matchups, bro. Like it was crazy.
Not like
So check
Yasuke.
that out if you haven't. It
Yeah,
wasn't
I was
him,
gonna say that sounds
but
like Yasuke a little bit.
it wasn't him. But check that out. Record of Ragnarok on Netflix, I think. So
Okay.
that's a good one.
Definitely gotta watch that.
Rashad trying to educate the
Right.
educators. Boy, what
A
you
little
talking
bit.
about?
Always send the recommendations
A
my
little
way.
bit.
For sure.
Perfect.
What
Perfect.
about
Definitely.
you, Mark? Is there any one for you?
What, anime in general?
Yeah, anime.
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't been in my anime bag lately. I've been on rinse and repeat. I've been trying to catch up on AOT like you.
Yeah.
So hearing you say that, I'm like, yeah, we in the same mode right now. But like growing up, Dragon Ball Z, like you said, opened my eyes to the possibilities of all anime. And then I ain't really been in my bag though. I ain't gonna lie. So, but AOT, I'm trying to catch up on. That's what I've been watching the past couple weeks. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to catch up.
That's dope. That's
How
dope.
did-
One more. Sword
okay.
Art Online. That's another
Oh, okay.
one.
Wait, what was it?
Sword Art Online. That's
Yeah, I've
another
heard of
one.
it.
Y'all mess with that? Okay.
I haven't watched it, but
Just had to throw that
I've
one.
heard good reviews on that one. Yeah.
It fell out a little bit, like as it kept going, but them like first 2 seasons, dope. So worth the check.
So how did Car Ride Reactions even come about after you all, reconvened back in Atlanta? Y'all, I guess y'all still in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'd always kind of talked about doing it. So when we were in college, we'd go see movies opening night. We actually had a really cool, it was like a science center like down the road from us that we got. They would always play like only one movie. They had an IMAX screen, but they'd play all the like we saw Dunkirk in there.
Mhm.
We saw one of the
Mhm.
Spider-Mans in there. We saw Black Panther in there, but Black Panther's when that one got figured out. But anyway, we'd always been movie guys, and we'd always like to go opening night to kind of like beat the reviews to kind of have like our own opinion of it. So it was something we always kind of like joked about doing. And then last year, I don't know what like officially made us do it, but part of it was a guy. I had a friend pass away last year, and I think that just was one of those moments. Everyone has those moments where you think, what? Just do stuff that you were thinking about doing. Like, why not? And then our buddy, not the DJ here in Atlanta, he actually was maybe the one that I think pushed us to finally just go ahead and do it because we were like kind of debating which movie we would do first, and we did like a test run for Captain America, right? I think it was, yeah, Brave New World. Yeah, I think it was our first one. And then he was the one that basically was like, just post it. He's like, because then you'll kind of see how your growth throughout, which I loved it because now I like to go back and watch
Right.
that video sometimes and just see how much
Mhm.
better we've gotten, like talking about it and how much like better the
Exactly.
videos have gotten. But I guess, yeah, it was always something we kind of thought about doing. And then last year we just finally pulled the trigger and did it. And the whole concept was we go to these movies opening night anyway. And we have these really good conversations on the way home talking about it. Let's just record it and see what happens with it. So that was pretty much it.
That's basically how this came about. Basically, it was like, why don't we just take our conversations that we have on the phone and just put them on the internet, basically, because we be having
Yeah.
some silly conversations.
Yeah. When you have like good, genuine conversation, like why not? You know what I mean? Like, and even the mindset I think I've had when we first started doing it was I don't really care if it's like 4 people that watch, it's 40 people, 400 people, or just like if somebody thinks it's interesting, we have fun doing it. You know, what else do we need?
That's it. That's the formula.
That's the way to
I mean,
keep it
for real.
going, too. Like, keep it fun.
Like
So,
he said, it's like even if we didn't have this platform or didn't make this, we were still going to have these
big
conversations.
conversations
about,
anyways.
Exactly.
you
We
know
just
what I
cluing
mean? We
y'all
call
in.
each other about conspiracies and about just whatever. Like, guess what
You
I
see this
found out
shit?
this week?
Right.
Like, right. So regardless, we're gonna have these talks. So let's start recording them. And then so like you said, that's how we got this. So now that's the energy. Like, don't worry about the views, don't worry about how many people's looking and who watched it, blah, blah, blah. Y'all have fun doing it. Y'all got the equipment to do it. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, I enjoyed your all's content. Like I like and y'all post consistently and stuff too. So it's something each day to look at. So yeah, like if we got enough people like that are watching it, that's good enough for me.
And we say the same thing. Like we'd be like, wow, like just the growth and being able to chart your growth, that's a good feeling as well. So
Yeah. And for the art community and everyone who's listening in general, like we said, is it at Car Ride Reactions? At Car Ride Reactions, man, y'all can go follow them. Over time, like watching their videos, I've come to trust like even their opinions.
what they
You know
talking
what I'm
about?
saying?
Right.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I can even if before something comes out or something like that, I'm like, I don't know what this GOAT movie is really like. I want my kids to see it, but then I heard Matt talk about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm in on it now. You know what I'm saying? Like those are small things where like if you having those thoughts, if you don't hear somebody talk about something, these guys thoroughly like do a good job at hitting a lot of things. Like once you see like I'm surprised at how much stuff y'all hit for real. I'm like, man, they do a good job.
We got a theater 5 minutes from here, makes it easy. A shout out AMC, the
Wow.
A-list makes it easy. Four movies a week. Like 4 movies a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, we
The
saw
little membership.
when the screen was talking to him, he was looking
Yes.
at it. He turned to me.
It really every time they do that, I do want to like stand up and just wave at people.
Just be like, there's a dude back there just like where the film's going, he's just looking at him, just kind of like shaking his head at Matt, just kind of like, look at this guy. Look at this guy for real.
That's
But
funny.
but nah. Anyways, dope stuff. Like I said, that car ride reactions. But speaking of that name, how did y'all decide on that format though? Y'all can have y'all's conversations in many ways. Is that just like the most natural way? Y'all like, this is where the conversation happens anyway, soon as we get in the car type deal?
You would get out the theater and you would be getting the car like this Power Ranger and blah, you know what I mean? It feels like that
Just talking
same
about
feeling. Like just go ahead,
Exactly.
get your stuff out. But
yeah, but why'd y'all choose that format though?
Yeah, no. Honestly, I think it just like you said, it was just the natural thing. We get in the car and immediately start talking about it. We generally, if we see the movie separately from each other, we are texting about it in a group chat with other people as well. So, I mean, ultimately, it's just the quickest and easiest way to get your thoughts off, and ultimately the most, I guess, natural thoughts or your most true thoughts. Because ultimately, everybody does go to social media afterwards, and they post their thoughts, but then they're also reading what other people said and maybe tailoring what they're going to say based on what other people say. So I think that that's our most natural way to do it, is to just get out of the movie theater and immediately give those thoughts. It's funny because there have been moments where we get out of the theater and just on the walk to the car, I have these thoughts that I'm ready to give off, but I'm like, I gotta hold it, gotta wait. Both good and bad. Like there's just times where I'm like, I cannot wait to get in the car and say what I'm about to say because X, Y, Z. So yeah, I think it's just the most natural thing. Yeah, that's
That's
the only
dope.
part, like you said, just the holding it, because now we used to like immediately talk about the movie like as soon as it ended. Now we kind of save it for the like when the camera's rolling to kind of make it natural.
Right.
But that, it's just the most fun way to do it. It's like if you're watching the video, we want something that you can put on the way home from seeing the movie yourself and like, enjoy the conversation with us.
That's usually the best way to do it too, like where it's natural. You're not going out of your way to do nothing, so it's gonna come off as natural, you know what I mean, on camera. Cause it's real. It's like, should we just seen a movie? I'm with my homie, we just talking about it. That's cool.
Yeah,
And it's
movies
also
should, if
like,
they do a good job, you should have a lot to talk about afterwards. You know what I mean? Like if it's a good movie,
yeah,
it should
that
be
is
like a
true.
good conversation. Yeah. Like, I mean, we'll get
That
in,
is
I'm sure
true.
we'll talk about this movie a little bit, but like Sinner, I could not wait to talk about Sinner. Like as soon as I got out of it, I could not wait to like talk to people that saw that movie and talk to them about it. One battle after another, same way. Couldn't wait to just talk to people about it.
We were the same
My
way with
mama,
Sinners.
my mama was like, "Yeah, you ain't watched One Battle After Another yet? I ain't watched it. You need to hurry up and watch it. Or you missing out." I
It's a
didn't know it
banger,
was
bro.
Sean Penn, but
It's a
yeah,
very good movie. Sean Penn is a crazy villain in that movie.
I know
I
he
have
played
not.
his ass off.
I have not watched it. So
He
don't beat
played
me
his
up,
ass
y'all.
off. All right, man. You're not part of Perfidia's revolution. I'm keeping you to the
That's the
side.
best thing in cinema, bro. Perfidia Beverly Hills. What a name.
That's funny.
Um, where did each of y'all's love from cinema or film come from? Or do you remember like what's the first film or TV show you can remember that like sparked it?
I'm not sure if I could remember the first one, but honestly, just having a DVD player as a kid and also having a PS2, which doubled as a DVD player. And then my parents
Right.
Yes,
were
it
just
did.
very big into getting movies and DVDs. And also we were big into Blockbuster for all the young
Okay.
folks out there. That was a
Okay.
place to go rent things, games, and
To get
movies.
VHS.
To
Yeah,
get
yeah, you
this
did it
that you
all.
put in.
Exactly. You can rent all of that stuff now, but for real, Buster, I mean, Redbox even. And then just, I don't know if y'all
Mm.
remember the deep cut, but Walmart used to have DVDs for like $1, $2, and $3.
Yes,
Those
sir.
bins.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I
sir.
kid you
Hey.
not, whenever we were in Walmart, we were stopping by that bin to grab one or two movies or
For
something.
sure.
It
It was
it just
deep around there
became,
too.
yeah, exactly.
You
It
be
just
digging
became
deep
normal.
and each y'all find shit.
It
That's
just became
crazy.
normal, honestly. So I just started watching movies all the time. And then I'd say shows. I didn't really get into shows like series like that until college. That was when
Streaming era.
yeah, like the streaming era, honestly. I just wasn't
Okay.
really
Okay.
into like the week to week television shows like that. I'd rather just watch a movie. But when I got to college, like streaming era, obviously everybody had Netflix and everybody's talking about, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, and these
Mhm.
other massive shows at the time. So that's when I kind of got into this TV series, but always been big into film for sure. Yeah, for me,
Makes
it
sense.
was my family was a big movie fan. We would do the blockbuster things too. And then I was getting older. My dad, I love my dad. He didn't have like many like sit down like deep conversations with me like as like in coming of age, but he'd know the right movie for the right time. So he'd like where I was at in life. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you this one,
Right,
this one."
right.
I remember before I left for college, he went and got Animal House and made me watch Animal. I was like things like that.
Okay.
I was always like a movie family, and we'd go to the theater and stuff. And then my first job was actually at a Cinemark Tinseltown there in Louisville.
Mm.
So I think I started working there in like 2009, maybe. So from like 2009 to like 2011, I could see movies for free, and I saw basically like everything. I think starting in 2009 is when it was really hard. Like for me, that was probably the hard line of like I'm seeing like every big movie that came out in theaters like since that point.
That makes sense. See, that makes sense. That's where his work ethic comes from. That's where their work ethic comes from.
And
Yes, yes, they clocked in.
speaking of that, like I'm impressed because to make the type of videos y'all make, y'all have to know what y'all talking about. Y'all can't BS it. But like outside of the actual recording of the video, y'all putting in real time to watch these shows, and then not only watch them, but like really pay attention, like not just background noise, but like, no, I need to watch this. I need some points to hit on, and like
They're
that's
watching it like a
real
coach watches
time.
film.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
very,
watching like,
very, very good comparison.
mhm.
And maybe to our detriment a little bit, but part of what helps us is the fact we really cover stuff we like mostly. Like there's maybe a couple things we saw, like Neja 2. I don't know if we just saw if we didn't know it was making $2 billion like overseas. But like aside from like a few things, we're mostly just checking into the stuff that we're interested in. So it makes it a lot easier. And we're speaking from like a fandom place, and not
Right.
necessarily like a work violence going on, and not necessarily from like a workplace. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's still impressive though. Just like I said, I just thought about that. I was like, they have to put real time into that. Like, and sometimes it's not. You don't feel appreciated. Just
Oh, you
honestly
made one
speaking, just
mistake in a
make.
video. I made one. I called the
They
Who?
one.
they found that
Who?
though.
Yeah, I said the wrong Baratheon, and I said Renly instead of Lionel. And half my comments were blasting me for saying the wrong name. So it's tough.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
definitely
but
got
Hey,
you
to go.
didn't.
hey, you ain't really doing nothing if you ain't gotten. I don't want to say it like that, but
Yep.
you know what I'm saying.
No, you
Pause.
ain't got somebody in the
If you ain't
comments
gotten,
talking.
yeah, if you ain't got
100%.
somebody, you ain't really done nothing yet. You feel me? So, well,
I'm just always like,
I've
thanks for the
definitely done it.
engagement. I appreciate you.
I wouldn't
That
exactly,
that's
and every so
that.
often you really do, and every so often you need that, like for real. Like it's all good. It's all good. I don't even know who he is. What? Oh yeah. Do you know? I guess you already asked this.
We
The
about at the
Poolies.
Poolie. Yep,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
Poolies.
The Poolies. For anyone who watches their content, man, I guess they preceded awards season. And they were kind of in the middle of it, the build up to everyone else's festivals and awards shows. They had their own car ride reaction, the Poolie Awards. Is this y'all's first time doing that? How'd that come about?
Yeah.
Where that idea come from?
Yeah, it was our first time. Honestly, it was just, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, we were just hanging out like on like a night out at a bar, like at one of our favorite breweries that we were like hanging out at when we were both buddy. And we were like, hey, let's just like do our own awards. Like that would be hilarious. And then we can also include the fans, do like a poll, do everybody vote for it. And then, we'll just do our own type of award show for it. And we knew, I think it was around maybe October time we had the idea. And we knew like the cutoff for Oscar time is like December.
Mm-hmm.
We made sure we wanted to watch everything that we were interested in watching up until December. So I think when did we see Marty Supreme? I think it was like right after Christmas, but right before the New Year. So like we made sure to catch that right before the New Year, and then we filmed the Poolies right after the New Year. So yeah, no, it was just a real quick idea. Obviously, we are the car ride reaction, so we call our fans the carpool. So we called it the Poolie Awards. So that's how it came
Yep,
about. That was totally
it connected in my head. I was like, it's a nice little name.
Shout out. Definitely go check that out. That's hilarious. The
Now,
Poolies.
y'all should keep that up. If y'all continue to do this, which I believe you all are, keep doing that. That's
Yeah,
a dope little, yearly
Appreciate
thing
it.
to look forward to.
Yeah, I think
definitely.
we're gonna do like a comparison, like what like Oscars versus like our winner, like who won for us first the Oscars, something like that.
That'd be a
Definitely let us know.
dope video for sure.
I think we're gonna come back around to that too. So we
Okay.
might have some content, might be able to go with it.
All right, awesome.
Go ahead.
They
Rashad.
they answered this one a little bit, but I'ma ask it still
Right.
just to see if y'all got, anything else to add to it. You kinda said that y'all kinda review stuff that you like. And I'm just sitting here, I was wondering like, geez, there's so many streaming apps, and then on each streaming
More
app,
and
so
more
many
every
different movies and
right.
shows. Is like, how do you choose? Like, all right, we're gonna do this one next. Like, this is our next video or whatever.
What's
Yeah,
y'all's
so
algorithm?
for the shows, all the big shows, I'm kind of learning as I go with those because I think the first one I did that for was It Welcome to Derry, which was a hit and
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I saw that. Yep.
Yeah, and like those videos were really like taking off. So I was like, I might start doing more of these. And then the Game of Thrones Night of the Seven Kingdoms ones were also like taking
Mm-hmm.
off a little bit. But Wonder Van on
Mm-hmm.
Disney, those didn't do as well. So that's when I realized I was like, okay, I might need to like be strategic about which ones of these I do it for. So I think the ones that are more like big event type shows or like appointment television, I'll do it for, and maybe like the
Mhm.
smaller ones that won't. Like, do you guys watch Paradise? Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
you mess with Paradise?
we always
I haven't
love
got
Paradise.
into it.
Hey, Rashad,
Yeah,
you gonna like Paradise. I don't know why
yeah,
you're holding
You,
yourself back.
absolutely.
I have a list, and Marcus, you told me to add it. It's on my list. It just I have literally haven't gotten around to it.
That's
It's worth it,
Sterling
man.
K. Whatever.
Kevin Brown, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't
Jake
know his name.
Morgan.
The black dude. That's what I was
The
gonna
the,
call him.
the black boy from
I'm
what's that?
fully
What's that
convinced.
show? What's the show called? What show
Them.
was he in?
I know what
What?
you're talking about.
You talking about Cyclops? Do those X-Men or do those Cyclops and X-Men?
NBC, the
No,
show that came on NBC,
it's
because
called,
that he blew up
it
off.
might be called Us. I know what you're talking about, though. Where
I'm not sure.
They moved from Carolina to the West Coast, and, like, is that what you're talking about?
Why do you know so much, but you don't know the
Don't know
name?
the name.
I'm not
I
sure.
can't I
That's what he
can't think
blew
of the
up on,
name.
though. But nonetheless, Rashad, yes, Paradise.
Imma check it out. Imma check it out.
I'm fully convinced someone from Kentucky
That's
is
funny.
in the writer's room or production for that show because they made Kentucky basketball references and they mentioned Louisville in one of the last episodes. Like, I'm fully convinced there's a connection
Oh,
there.
they got to then.
Yeah,
Yeah, that has to. I'm with you
there's
on
a
So
that
lot
one.
of Kentucky
Because there's no
references.
way you just
Like,
yeah.
well, the president
The
being a
last time
Kentucky basketball fan doesn't feel like accidental. Like that feels like a strategic. That feels like in some like if I was writing the show, I'm
for
making somebody a
sure,
Florida State fan, like just because.
oh, heck yeah.
Yeah,
for
why
sure.
wouldn't you?
Gonna make a Jameis Winston reference or something.
Exactly.
Make a crab leg
I
reference.
knew it. I knew you couldn't hold yourself. I knew it. Look, I
You
threw
throw
it
it
out
off the
there for you.
backboard.
Hey, you
It was
think
bait.
it was
Yep.
bait. It wasn't
Yeah.
even for them. It's a
Couldn't
psyop.
help it. I'm sorry.
I wish
But
y'all knew what
nonetheless.
being at Florida State for that era was like. Like, we were there for all of that. Like, all that whole era of Florida State, like, we were there for all of that. Fun times. So, a
I
Hey,
bet
great
it was
time.
wild.
Yeah.
Right.
that's dope for
We
real. I ain't
gon' we
gonna
gonna come back to that because I want to hear just the random story, but we'll come back to that towards the end.
We got a Jameis
Yes,
story.
sir.
Like, Ken got a Jameis story for you later.
Okay, cool. We're definitely gonna come back for that one.
That's
Then.
how we gonna wrap it at the end.
Before we get off streaming, do y'all have a favorite streaming platform?
Ooh. It's,
Like
it
for
might
original
depend.
content?
Ooh, so I was gonna say, it might depend on like if we're going like documentaries, I think Netflix for the documentaries maybe.
Okay.
But like, I think the one I watch the most right now, it might be Hulu, might be the one I'm watching the most, like consistently. But it kind of just depends on what shows are out there or
Right.
what's in season, I guess.
Yeah. I think historically for me, it's been HBO Max or HBO, just
That's
historically. I felt like they've always been the top.
Yep.
But to
Yep.
Matt's point, FX or Hulu essentially, because a lot of those FX shows come on Hulu. They've been very, very good and very quality for a long time. And then I'd
Sneaky.
say third is Apple TV. Apple TV's creeping up. They've got a lot of quality there too. They started out a
I
little
agree.
For
shaky, but
sure.
they've got a lot out there now that's really, really good in my opinion.
Yes. And I heard that, well, wait till they get they, legs rolling on their content. They gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. But yeah, I agree. Apple's creeping up too. And Hulu punches above their weight class a little bit. I don't know if that explains it, but I feel like that
Yeah,
in a
no,
way.
I 100% agree. Yeah. Yeah.
I like HBO Max. I agree with Ken. Like that's mine. Like if I can't find nothing, I'm like I'm going to HBO. I'm gonna find something on her.
Yeah.
And then speaking of, y'all said Netflix and documentaries. Have y'all seen the documentary Secret Mall Apartment?
Is
I
that the
forgot.
one? I don't know. Wait, is
Look at
that
his
the one that's
face.
based on the is that based on the Roof Man movie? Is that what that's
Hold on,
based on?
it's based on the let me
Or is it a
see.
group of people?
I know
It's
what you're talking about.
Yep, eight Rhode Islanders.
Did I stutter?
Created a secret apartment inside a busy mall and lived there for years, filming everything along the way. It turned
Okay.
from a prank into like a deeply meaningful place.
Yeah, I've heard of this. I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
So
And like,
crazy.
it looked
bro.
hectic from the clips I saw. They're like causing scenes in like
It's
the
good.
mall and stuff. Yeah.
It's good. I think y'all might enjoy that.
I'll
It's
have to check
different.
that out.
So,
For sure.
but
What
speaking
is
of
that on?
documentaries,
Netflix, right?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, what you got next, Rashad?
So we got past y'all picking what y'all choose shows y'all choose to watch and choose to post. I have trouble doing this, like judging. I hate when people ask me these questions of like, on a scale of 1 to 10.
1 to
I'm
10.
like, I don't
Yeah.
know. But for y'all, what's y'all's scale of like, all right, this was good, or all right, this was bad? And then I got a follow-up connected to that after.
I'm like, or for like the movies you're saying, like what do we rank them on? Or you're talking about like our content, like how do we know if it was good or bad?
The movies.
Yeah, the
Like how
movies or the
how
shows,
do y'all
like, how do
judge
you
it?
watch right.
Like our scale? Oh, that's a good question. A
Yeah,
lot of vibes is a lot, but I think
big
for
vibes.
me personally, like, is it fun? Because I'll let a lot of shit slide if it was a fun movie. Story is super important to me, especially how it ends. Like that's something me and him disagree. Like, there don't necessarily 100% agree on, but like the way, like for me, Game of Thrones ended so bad it hurts the entire show for me. But that's a different
Ooh,
conversation. On the
Hey, that
opposite. Like
that's
that's a
ended friendships.
yeah. but
I agree that it ended poorly, but I just don't think it like ruins.
yeah, exactly. Like
right,
that
right,
for me,
right.
it's like the story, how fun it was, acting. And then yeah, because I know we know people that are like, I won't watch something if it's like it's animated. And I'm like, you're missing out on a lot of good content out there if it's animated. So story is definitely the biggest for me. How good was the story? How much was I engaged and following along the whole time? I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say that as well. An enjoyment factor, which I guess is vibes essentially. Um, Definitely the acting. And honestly, as I'm getting a little bit older, I am kind of paying a little bit more attention to the length of time in the movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And not to be like all movies need to be a certain amount of time for me to enjoy them, but more of like, is this story being told in a concise manner, or are we just dragging this movie in unnecessary parts? And I feel like a lot of my criticism and complaints, a lot of the videos that we do, is that I feel like there were areas in certain movies where we just dragged or we didn't really accomplish anything. That's where I'd say I'm probably a little bit more technical than most people. I am paying attention a little bit more to like, why are we doing this right now? What does this have anything to do with the story? And in the timeline of the story, what we're telling right now, why would this happen right now? Those are random questions I sit there and ask myself when I watch a movie. But all the same things that said, acting, the actual story, the ending is important as well. All those for sure.
I'm
Just
getting more
not
into
as important.
cinematography. Getting older, I would say that too. Like when we walked out of one battle after another, there was a few like scenes we were talking about. We were like, that was just cool. And I realized in that moment, I was like, maybe I am starting to care about like that stuff as I get older. I guess so that's my new one.
Okay,
Interesting. I like that.
me
I might
too.
take that. I might take that.
Exactly. And that's how I'm a judge. Like,
Right,
what would
exactly.
Matt say?
What would Matt say?
What
Yeah.
would Ken say about this?
Kim would be like, "What in the hell were they doing them 10 minutes? That bathroom scene ain't make no sense. They could have went straight there. The chasing, go to the chasing."
The follow up. Do either you have a movie or a show that the masses think is bad, but you all think is good, and you're willing to die on the hill?
Pick your hill, pick your battle,
Right.
one after another.
This isn't exactly answering your question, but but my two hot takes in like movies and film is one is I think Parks and Recs is funnier than The Office. I love both of those
Oh,
shows. I think Parks funnier.
I had that as a possible question. I'm like, I was gonna ask
Okay.
him, Eddie, does he
Yeah.
mess with The Office or is there something funnier? Because some people think it's
I love
overrated.
The Office. I think Parks and Rec is funnier. If I gotta stand on
Mm,
that, my reasoning
Okay.
is the funniest people in The Office are probably Michael and Dwight. And then there's like
okay.
some other people like Creed. There's like some off brand people, but
Stanley
you
a
go
little
to
bit.
yeah, like, if you go to Parks and Rec though, Chris Pratt, Nick Offerman, Aziz Ansari, Amy Poehler. I mean, Aubrey
Yeah.
Plaza might be the funniest person in either show. Like, if you really like just listen to her like one-liners and shit. So that's a hot take that a lot of people don't agree with me on. And my other one is that Robert Pattinson is the best Batman.
I don't disagree with
Okay.
that because of what he said. He said he's the best Batman.
Yeah, I think he's the
So I
best
don't
Batman.
disagree with that personally.
He's not the best Bruce Wayne, but he's the best Batman.
I love his Batman,
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
people were like shitting on him. Let's be honest. I seen people shitting on him, and I was just like, "Did we
Yeah.
watch the same movie?" I love that shit.
I was
I'm
hating on the
waiting for the next
casting,
one.
loved his performance. When I was like, "We're getting the Twilight guy as Batman." No, he killed it. He's the best Batman in my opinion.
He
I
killed
said
it.
the same thing. That's the exact same. I said Twilight Boy
Hey, but
about
don't
Moonlight as Batman.
listen, y'all. Don't touch Heath Ledger's Joker. I'm sorry. I'll fight for that
Absolutely
one.
not. Nobody can ever
No,
touch it.
I
Nobody.
would.
Heath Ledger number one, but if you told me Mark Hamill was the best Joker, I'd give you some respect
Right.
because he was the
There's
animated
only
one.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah, 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 yeah.
little different conversation. But if you told me Luke Skywalker was actually the best Joker, I wouldn't hate the take.
I went right. There was a guy
Yeah.
older than me.
Yeah.
We would argue. He would, of course, say, what's the one, the older one from before the 90s, really?
Oh, C.T. Romero,
Was
the
it?
one from the Adam West Batman?
No.
No.
I think it's Jack Nicholson.
Jack. Oh yeah. He was a good Joker.
Jack
He's
Nicholson.
not better than Heath Ledger, but he was a good
We
Joker.
argued about that, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not even saying it just because like it was my age. I'm like,
Right.
bro, like
He's in bro's back.
he was the Joker. That's what killed the man. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, the Jack Nicholson was good, but I think it's propped up because he's the one that kills Bruce's parents, so they kind of like combine two characters in that one. He's good, but he ain't Heath Ledger. He's
He
not Heath
ain't.
Ledger. He's not even Joaquin Phoenix, I don't think. Joaquin Phoenix's first movie was pretty good.
Joker, right. It was good. It was
See,
solid.
I like that. I like that, like, at least, like, the comparison, like, it's tighter than Heath Ledger.
I'd say for
So,
me,
yes,
Yeah.
the hill you're willing to die on.
Yeah.
honestly, I'm just gonna go back to the Game of Thrones one personally. Yes, the final season was not the greatest season. We all
It was
can
not.
agree. However, that is not enough for me to completely forget the 6.5 seasons prior to that were pretty much flawless, like pretty close to flawless. And in my opinion, that like just should not knock anyone's opinion of the show completely down. That's all I think. But I mean, yes, the season ended bad. Yes, the show ended bad ultimately, but the season in general ended bad. I think it just ended in a way that we didn't want to happen. They could make things happen. They could make arguments how the ending could make sense. We don't necessarily have to agree, but I just think ultimately everybody got in their head what they wanted to happen. And when it wasn't that, we just became toxic about it. And we all say that this show sucks entirely. So for me
Right.
personally, I will always die on the hill that Game of Thrones is still number one.
For me, it's the abandoned storylines that bugs me. That's my problem with the ending is we had all these storylines we just abandoned.
That is where it all stems at. It is
Yeah, that's
exactly
like
where it all
where
stems at.
when I say like the ending of the show like affects my like opinion of it, that's where it is. It's like we had all this stuff set up and we just went nowhere with it. But I think I might actually be in the hot take there. I think more people are like, I think everyone doesn't like the ending, but I think more people are like, the show's still great. I think most people are like,
Yes.
I think I'm crazy for disliking it less. But Night of Seven Kingdoms brought me back.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say crazy. I would just say unpopular. I feel like a lot of people still think the show's like my wife and like a lot of people. Yeah, the show's still good. Well, I feel like maybe people who are a little bit like more just like I don't know picky. I don't know if the was the right word. I don't want to use that, but just more picking it apart. Like you said, what the hell you gonna do all this and then leave us with these storylines and just peace? I'm out.
Yeah, that was my issue. And if you're a book reader, which I'm not a book reader, like it sounds like
And I
that
do
was
I
in
do
the
have
book.
the book. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Was if anybody could be more critical about it, it would be the people that have read the books, and they're fair to be because they're still waiting on the final book until it actually end. This kind of taints what potentially could come. But I guess
Exactly.
at you guys' point, you guys kind of are just hoping that he takes it a different route and ends it on a good note.
Basically.
Yeah.
Look, I was late to watching Game of Thrones, and because I don't know why, I'm growing out of it, but when something is super hyped, I avoid it for a bit. I don't know why I
Okay.
do that. It just happens. But I didn't watch it when it first dropped, and then I'm at work, and everybody's just like, bro, like upset at me that I haven't watched it. So I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna watch it. I start watching it. I finished all 8 seasons in 3 weeks.
That's
I did
insane. That's
I did
insane.
nothing else. What you doing? I'm going to watch Game of Thrones, bro. Leave me alone. Like that's what I'm
That's
doing.
insane.
I love
I
it.
swear, like maybe 3.5, but I'm not kidding. Like I started and I was hooked. So
Did you
love
end
it.
up doing Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
I did. We was gonna get to that, but we can go ahead. I did.
Oh,
You put me
what'd you
on
think?
that. It's over, right? I watched every episode they put up. It's over. I'm like, I'm sad because I wanted more. I'm like, now I gotta
I
wait
haven't
a whole nother 2 years, whatever.
and I haven't started it yet, but I have seen Game of Thrones and I have seen the first season of House of Dragon. I just haven't finished the second season. So
Gotcha. So I actually wasn't doing House of the Dragon, but I love Night of the Seven Kingdoms so much that now I'm going back and doing House of Dragon. I
Yeah.
just finished season 1. I'm on season
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
Why people are hating on season 2? I don't know what people were talking about really about like maybe that's the hill I should have stood on because Matt said that he wasn't watching it, and I was like, bro, everybody hated on it, but I really don't think it's that bad. I was like, there are a few
Me either.
episodes that are a little slow, but and then
Mhm.
the ending, like we were just talking about with the main show, the ending was a bit of the like, never mind, you haven't seen it yet, so never mind. But there are a few
But
episodes that are slow,
nonetheless,
things to criticize, but it's overall a great season, and the new season of it is about to come out in June. So
Thank
nice.
God. I need some more Game of Thrones universe. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that Night of the Seven Kingdoms brought me right back. That's why I was like, nah, I need more content. I guess I will watch House of the Dragon.
connected to that same thing, since we're here with it, like I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I feel like it's a little slept on. So, do either of you have a show that's like slept on that you want to watch, or are currently watching, like
That you
on
feel
any
like
other
is not
platforms?
getting the
Good
I wouldn't, I
question.
guess, mainstream attention that it deserves, or just even the conversation.
it's tough because I think right now I am watching ones that are mostly mainstream, but
Okay.
I would say amongst like the people that I converse with and talk with a lot, I want more of my friends and people to watch The Pit right now. The Pit on
Yes,
HBO,
sir. That is the
that show
shit.
is
Solid.
so good. And man, like I would say that one, it's definitely mainstream, like we were just saying.
Yeah, but
But
still,
amongst the
it's
people that I
still
like converse with, that's the one that I would say is like vastly underrated amongst people. Watch
so
that
under.
show. It's so good.
Yep, it's solid.
I think this show got a little bit of buzz, but if you're a Marvel fan, Wonder Man was pretty dope.
Well, yeah, that's a
I've,
good one.
And if you're not a
yeah.
Marvel fan, Wonder Man was pretty dope.
Yeah, that's actually a good one because I already
It's pretty different from the rest of that universe, but that's one that I think should be getting more love. I think even more Disney kind of dropped the ball not marketing that better. And then I don't know. Do you feel like enough people are watching Paradise, or do we need to push that harder that more people need to be watching Paradise?
Paradise is another one.
I was
Paradise
gonna
is
say,
another
I
one.
think it's very mainstream at this point because I even kind of got on like I watched it live kind of last year.
Because I feel like we
But
put
Yeah.
everyone to like chat on for it.
yeah, I like put on the people that I know, but I feel like it's pretty mainstream at this point. But absolutely watch
It should
that
be.
show.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then if
Yes.
y'all are watching Invincible, what are you doing, man?
My
Yeah.
sister. Okay, my sister's on me. Marcus, isn't the new season up?
I think it comes out in April.
Yeah,
Okay, it's about to. My sister's like, bro, you better get your shit together before that new season comes out.
Yeah,
I just talked to her before we got on because I was like, we're gonna be on with Car Ride Reactions. We're gonna talk movies and that. She was like, you need to get on
And you
Invincible.
ain't watched it, right?
It's very good.
I ain't seen it.
What makes Invincible so good? Is it funny? Is it great
It might be the
storyline?
best superhero story ever told, man. I'm not even done with it yet. He read ahead.
Y'all talking about the
Amazon.
animated one? Yeah.
Is it on
the
Amazon or
animated
something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
All
Yeah,
right.
Because like the comics, how many issues? 140?
It's like 148 or 158 total issues in the comics.
yeah. Okay.
And it's a pretty short read, but I mean, very, very good. They literally market it as the best comic book in the world. And man, it very much lives up to that like billing. It's very good.
Grew up reading.
Wow.
Like I got your guys are sitting on like 6 boxes of the comics with my laptop sitting on here. Like I never read any of those, and I watched this show, and I'm intentionally not reading it because it's one of the few things. Like even Doomsday coming out this year, because I'm a comic fan. I've read Secret Wars. I kind of know things they could do in the movie. I have no idea what Invincible's going to do or where they're going with it, and it's so fun
Did
for
they
me to
come
like
back?
watch a show. I have no idea, but it's violent. It's good characters. There's twists. I mean, there's a few. There's real consequences. Like people really are dying and
When this
stuff.
happened,
Important people die. Things don't go the way they're supposed to. I mean, the main character loses at times, and like it's just really it's an unpredictable, really heartfelt and good story. I totally
Okay.
recommend to anybody, 100%.
And there's the little small side
What?
stories and stuff in it too. It's pretty cool.
What the hell are you laughing
what
about?
about the meme that went super viral?
Where's Mark
And he's like,
Williams?
think
that one.
the one. He's like, think.
The one.
They
I
was
always
putting
laugh.
everybody in that meme. You got. I'm a show you one.
Put
We
it
get
up.
off here, Marcus.
It's pretty
It's
viral.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Like
it's a great meme. There's a couple of them from that show that are really good, but that scene or that meme, it's very real stuff going on. It's funny how the internet has found a way to like
they
make it
flipped that,
comical,
right?
but it was like not funny at the time in that moment.
That's crazy.
He got the shit beat out of him, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
It,
Oh, yeah.
like Matt said,
It's just
it
like real
happens kind
life.
of often.
Yeah. He gets it. Yeah.
That's
See,
crazy.
that show is that real to where, people really laugh at your downfall in real life. That's crazy. That's how real it is. It's realistic.
Right. Art
That's crazy.
imitating life.
Exactly.
Right.
In a lot of ways, it kind of does. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
And that, right.
Why do you think there's a rise? You think there's superhero movies or just that whole sphere? And if so, why do you think there is?
I would say there was a rise. I think it's kind of cooling off now a little bit. I mean, my personal opinion, I think even Marvel themselves kind of slowed down. They were pushing shows, movies, animated shows every 3 months. And I think the entire industry kind of took note of that and the reception to those. And we're like, all right, maybe we just slow down. Let's actually formulate a plan of what we want to put out and then kind of go from there. But to your point, there are a lot of superhero things that are coming up right now and on the rise or on the future. But I think a lot of them or a lot of these ones are more calculated than they were before. Before it felt like they were just in the tuck. We're just going to throw them all out right now. Now I think it's more, no, let's actually be thoughtful about it. Let's actually find the right cast, members and whatnot. Let's actually market it correctly. And we'll put it out the right way.
I agree with all that. And to take it a step further, I actually think it's not just, I think the superhero thing is a byproduct of studios not wanting to take risk with new IP anymore. So they're just kind of falling back on existing things. Like, that's why we're going to get like Scream 8 before we get like a new original slasher film. So I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute to anyone that hears this. If you want more unique movies, it's important you go see things like Sinners when they come out in theaters because new art doing well and being supported is what's going to get us more new art. If you don't want your kids to see the 20th sequel of the stuff you grew up on, go support new things.
Didn't I say the same thing before?
No, man,
That's real shit.
it's real,
That's
man.
real
They
shit,
don't want
y'all.
to take. They're making it clear they don't want to take risks on things that don't have like existing IP or fan bases or things like that. So, like the problem
Yes,
with that is it's
sir.
going to be completely dependent on writers if we're getting good products or not, or good content or not.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I wonder what that writers. No, they strike all the time. I was gonna say,
There's going to be another
remember,
one
remember the strike.
probably in the next couple of years because I know that they had a deal that like expires and I think there's going to be another.
Yes, right. That's why I was like, we'll see though.
We're the writers, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we're the writers.
That it right. Come on, man. Why do you think it's tough for directors to make a good sequel? Or why do is it the directors or is it us judging it? Do we have too high of expectations? Is it like House of Dragon or it's like, I didn't hit him like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it us or is it the directors?
Why I think it's hard, not impossible, why I think it's hard is because of fan expectation. Because when you get like big, especially something like Game of Thrones, like, and I'll use a different example. Star Wars is too big now. You're never going to make all Star Wars fans happy. Like, it's such a big franchise. There's so many fans. Some people are going to hate anything that doesn't have a lightsaber in it. Some people are going to hate anything that only like that has too many lightsabers. So it's like when you get too big as a franchise, I think it's impossible to make everyone happy. So that's kind of my take on why it's hard, but it's definitely not impossible. We've seen people land plane. I mean, like Spider-Verse, the second Spider-Verse movie, I think everyone agreed it was like just as good as the first, if not like maybe a little worse or close to it. So some people thought it was better. So it's not impossible, but I think it's fan expectation driven on why it's hard. Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. I would say it's a combination of both, the fan expectation for sure, but also just not wanting to take certain risks with another project and then investing all that money. But I also kind of think a little bit, at least for me, with a lot of certain movies that have come out or a lot of sequels that have come out in past years, sometimes they just take too long to do a sequel. Like dropping a sequel 5 to 10 years later.
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar, man.
I haven't, man. I didn't think they was gonna come back.
Like, and again, we went and saw it in December. It was decent. So what? It's the same thing, and it's like I just kind of don't care anymore because it's been 10 years since the last time I saw another Avatar. So I think that is one criticism I personally have is a lot of times with sequels they just take too long. If you at least hit me within 2-3 years, I at least I'm gonna still have a little bit of feelings attached to it, but 10 years, I kind of just don't care anymore.
We're getting there with
What?
the Batman Part 2. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, we need to crank this out, man. Like, it's been a while since the
Yeah.
last one came out.
I mean, come on. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Type,
Seriously.
yeah, type energy.
What do y'all think about Dune? But just got me thinking. I love Dune, by the way. I love Dune.
I love it too.
What y'all think about that?
I'm pretty excited for it. I haven't read the book or anything like that, so I'm just kind of experiencing all this stuff as the movies come out. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm not gonna completely hate on the time away because I know what production goes into these movies and the way the second one delivered. I think the third one's gonna deliver even more as well. So I'm gonna give them a little bit of a pass in regards to how long they're taking, just because I know the quality's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been out. It's only like a couple years for them, right?
Yeah, you're right. It hasn't been 2 years.
They're actually they're doing it right. They're actually doing it right.
Yeah.
But I like the Dune movies a lot. The
I-
first
I
one
thought-
was good to me.
I thought you said Doom. I'm like, what is he talking about? Doom, yes.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Dune.
Dune.
I like the
With,
Dune movies. I like
with
the second one a
Chalamet.
lot more. The only thing about those movies that kind of trips me up sometimes, like whenever they call him Paul, I'm like, oh yeah, he does have like a normal like white ass name, and he's in his like extravagant universe.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
think the movies are fire. I'm excited for the third one.
Me too.
Yeah. I think the third one is like 2 books combined into one, right?
Okay, something.
Or was that number 2?
Yeah,
One of those was 2 into 1.
yeah.
And to move the story along quicker. So
I think they said that this
Yeah.
third movie is supposed to be about the book Dune Messiah, and I'm pretty sure that's the
yeah,
third book, but I'm not too sure on it. But
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Well, that's what it's
Have
called,
y'all
right?
read the
movie's
books?
called Messiah.
I definitely.
I don't do.
he's just Dune Part 3 for now.
Okay.
Unless they have released them like a something name, but I'm not sure.
Oh, this motherfucker turned into a worm or something.
Yes, for real. They like, bro, how do we get her?
What happened to my man's? He's a worm now. What?
Right.
That's what I heard.
Not Timothy.
That's what I heard.
Timothy.
But we'll see.
Right. That's what I'm like. That's word on the street. That is funny. I just say that. That's wild. To say the current cinema, people who are like, man, nostalgic people, it was better in the thousands and, blah, blah, blah. Do you feel that? Do you agree with that? Do you feel like there's pros and cons of both?
I disagree with that movies were better back then. I think I do agree with the take that movie stars don't really exist anymore. They used to, like people used to just go see a movie because uh
Right.
Leonardo
Brad Pitt,
DiCaprio was
Tom
in it or
Cruise,
whatever. Like now, I
Leonardo.
feel like that's not enough to get people out of the theaters. I feel like the two
Mhm.
biggest problems movie theaters have is the attention span of viewers. Like, we're a society of people that like to scroll and like they watch 15 seconds of things at a time. So I think it's harder for people to sit there for 2 hours. And the other problem I think they have is TV is so good right now. That I mean, there's a
Mm,
lot of good stories that you can just watch from your couch that you're paying for already. That I think might be the biggest issue the movie theater industry has right now is that television is fantastic.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say it's a little bit of pros and cons. I think some movies were a little bit more quality back in the day. Some genres, I'd say. That's what I'll say. Some genres were a little bit more quality back then, and I think other genres have just kind of taken over now. But overall, I think there's been equally good and equally bad movies over the course of our lifetime. I think some of the best movies of all time have existed back then, and then there's also some that have existed in the last 5 to 10 years. So I think it's all just kind of preference. But like to Matt's point, I think that is probably the biggest threat right now is a lot of people would just rather watch an 8 hours worth of content in a show series from home as opposed to, going out watching a 3-hour movie. Or they'll just kind of wait until that movie comes to streaming.
yeah, I don't know what y'all kids
I-
is on. I was a kid watching The Green Mile. Y'all kids ain't on what we was on. Y'all ain't built like me. Great movie, Michael Duncan. That's one of my favorite. As a kid, they probably like, you weird. Why do you like The Green Mile? That movie's good, man.
Training
That
Day
movie's
is
good.
one
I
was
of
a
my
little
favorite
scared.
movies till this day.
I was a little
Training Day.
scared.
Yeah,
Training Day is definitely
from the 90s. Like,
one of
But
my
no. It's
Oh
a
my
Early
classic,
gosh.
2000s.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess yeah, it's right on that cusp probably.
I think Green Mile is one of the first
It's
movies where like you realize at the end, like, oh, they didn't quite like save the day at the end of the like it didn't quite get to save them. Like,
Right,
right.
yeah. Like I remember, I think
right.
Friday Night Lights was the first movie I ever saw where they like lose at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Being like an 8 or a
Mm,
9-year-old and being like, wait, that's
You
not how a
like,
movie,
wait,
hold on, bro.
this ain't right.
This ain't Rudy.
how a movie is supposed to end. They're supposed to win.
Booby Miles supposed to come back
Yeah.
and everybody,
Like, right.
Miles is supposed to come in and score the game winning
They gonna do
touchdown.
it for Booby.
That's
Right,
how
or
movies
something.
right.
Right.
Coach Carter as well. Coach Carter, they lost to the
Mm. Coach Carter, because remember the Titans,
Bro,
they won.
yeah.
So
They
we
ran a
was
reverse like
winners
a
all the way up
40-yard
to
Hail
that
Mary
point.
to win and remember the Titans. John,
listen,
I love remember the Titans, but that game winning play drives me nuts every time.
Coach Carter, there's a popular meme. It was like, they like, all the man wanted was a C average and the hood went crazy.
And they wanted to kill him on sight. It was crazy.
All he
That's
wanted,
hilarious,
all
bro.
bro wanted was a 2-5.
A
That's all
C
bro wanted
minus,
was a
or
2.
like,
Man, that
you might
movie was
even get to slide with a D plus because you a hooper, bro. Like,
Come
chill.
on, dog. Right. You don't gotta be every class. Like weigh
It's
it out.
crazy.
Like that's wild. That was wild.
But real quick on the 2000s and 2010s movies, I'll think overall there were like even the lower tier movies were really good
yeah.
at that time. But what I'll say right
Yeah.
now is there are high highs. Like
Yeah.
there's movies that's like that movie is really good. You know what I mean? But then there'd be a fall off in them. Like I don't know. That's just how I see it.
Yeah. I think
The
we're lacking in
consistency,
like the
much so.
comedy department, like just the true
Right.
like comedy movies.
There's certain
Yes.
movies missing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like I gotta go back to that time
Yeah.
to find a good movie, and
You
I'd be
go
like,
on
oh,
the
I
Vince
forgot about
Vaughn
this.
run,
Like when's the
or you
last
go on the
Hangover we
somebody
got?
run.
Like something like that.
Exactly.
Hangover.
Just
Yeah, right.
right. So
Right.
it's more so like
Right.
that. Like
I agree with you.
Yeah, that I would agree with Rashad for sure.
Gosh.
When's the last good coming of age movie that we've had? Oh yeah, that's a good point too. I feel like those are all shows now. Yeah, they're all shows for sure.
and that's another good point that Matt made is that we watch our stuff differently now. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't really help that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
That's interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, the new Blade movie, what keeps happening with that? Why haven't we gotten it yet?
why
think they
why
just
can't
don't
we
want
get
to-
a?
Why
They
can't?
just don't want to do it.
They don't.
I think the rumor, because there's a bunch of rumors, the one I've heard that I believe is that they keep giving Mahershala a bad script, and he's like, "I'm not doing this shit if it's not good." Like, what are you talking about? I've won
That sounds
Academy
the most-
Awards. I'm not going to be in a bad Blade movie. That's what I think keeps happening. That, and to be completely honest with you, I think Sinners threw a wrench in that whole plan. Because apparently the
Interesting.
original
That's-
script for Blade was also going to be a period piece. So I think they just kind of, I think they
Oh,
kind of hooked me
okay.
all the way up with
Okay. Okay.
Shout
That
out
makes
Ryan Coogler.
All right.
Yep, sound
That's
Ryan
another thing
Coogler.
too. It's like I almost wondered if he wanted to do the Blake movie and they didn't let him, so he just made his own vampire movie. Like I don't know. It's weird to me they wouldn't have gone to Ryan Coogler, especially if he already kind of had Black Panther. Yeah, and the success with those. Yeah. You would think that's just a layup to them. And he had a plan for
Was
the
it-
vampire.
Didn't he have a tiff with them or something?
I think he's good with them because they were kind of talking to him about maybe doing X-Men. I think. Or am I making that? I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Well, shit, I don't know then. If that's the case, then
Yeah,
yeah.
I think he's
they
still
messed up
cool
on
because
that
he's doing Black Panther 3, so I assume he's still cool with them. But I might be missing something there.
if so.
Disney need to
Are
hold on to
you
him.
all
He-
excited?
They can't let him go over to DC or something like that.
For sure. No.
He would go off. He would just do it. Then he would go off out of
He's
spite.
my dream. Give me a
Right.
Static Shock movie and let him direct that shit. Oh my god.
Right.
Next thing you know,
Out
Wonder
of
Woman's
spite.
she's in New Orleans and some shit. You know what I mean? Wonder Woman and the Black Panthers and shit. You're just like, what in the hell?
Like, what is Wonder Woman doing in Compton?
Right. It's saving the day, bro.
Right.
She's with E40. She's with E40.
That's
crazy.
insane.
That was playing. All right.
Are y'all excited about Ryan Coogler redoing the X-Files?
Yeah.
I'm kind of fat. I didn't watch a ton of X-Files growing up, but I would check in here and there, and I liked what I watched. So I can see how excited he is for it. So it makes me excited for it because I don't know if he's done a bad thing. I don't know if he's made a movie yet that I didn't like. I like the Creed movies that he did.
I love all the Black Panther movies. I like Sinners. No, I didn't see Fruitvale Station. I know he's done one other one I haven't seen, but all the ones I've seen, I've really liked his work. I think he's probably as consistent of a director as we got out there. And yeah, I'm gonna check it out just off the
Yeah.
strength of his name.
Yep, me too.
Right.
I give
I
it a
went through
pass.
X-Files period, and I think I may have finished. So this is recent, fairly recent, like 3 years ago. I love like X-Files. I love like Twilight Zone. So whenever any of that comes back, I'm on it. So I'm excited for sure.
He seems like a really good match for that kind of project for sure.
Right. It seems like more is like a passion for him.
Yeah.
Like the other ones is
Right,
like,
exactly.
I got to make sure they know I can do this. This just seems like I could,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Do
And
what
Get
I
to go
want,
out.
kind
It's
of.
his
Yep.
first show,
Yeah.
right? We haven't really seen him do a show before, have we?
I don't
Right.
think
No, we
so.
haven't.
Yeah, so that'll be really dope to see how he puts his spin on that. I'm pretty excited for whenever that comes out. I think it'll be a couple of years, but I'll be locked in for sure.
I don't know how close they're gonna stick to the original. I know we was just joking about like being in Compton and shit, but like integrating like the hood with this out of worldly stuff. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that would be dope too.
Yeah,
Like,
probably had a lot of great humor to it
just
too as well.
right.
Yeah, yeah. And Michael B's gonna be in at least one episode.
Oh yeah, make
Gotta
him an
be.
alien or something.
Make them both. Fuck it.
Right.
Play both. Oh, man,
That's
that's
funny.
funny. I know we were talking directors. Who are some of y'all's that like? Because we'll get into this in a second with the word. This where you kind of like you said with Ryan in the X Files, where it's like I'll check this out off the strength of your name.
James Gunn's big one for me. I love James Gunn. Obviously, like he's in DC now, so everything he's doing will be DC related. But he was a guy I was like, honestly, dude that just did Weapons, Zach Kreger. I'll probably check out anything he's out
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude, he's going up there for me. Paul Thomas, who's dude the guy. I love
Paul Thomas Anderson, PTA, Nolan. Okay. Odyssey. I'm going to Odyssey.
Right.
Oh my God. That's one of
Yeah.
my most anticipated for this year. But as just
Destination.
for me,
same.
because I already love, like, I'm a weirdo in that, like, I don't know why. You know how you just like one random story in school where
Oh,
it's
I
like,
love
I'll
that.
actually
Same.
read it.
Absolutely.
So when I read Odyssey, I'm like, it's just
It
wow.
was really
I
good.
see
It
when he's, I
was
see
like
when he's
middle school,
old.
like hearing that story the first time. Like,
Yes.
dope.
Yes.
We
I'm
talk
like,
about it more often than we probably should,
I
Marcus.
know.
Like,
Like, it's like,
It's
I
funny
don't know
actually
why,
when you
but
say that about a random story from school, because I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they're making a show called Lord of the Flies. Did y'all ever read that back in school?
no, but I
yeah.
always heard
So
about
that
it.
book's
I
Yes.
never,
random book, but it was really, really good back in like middle and high school when we had
Right.
to read it.
Are you sure? Maybe it was high school for me then, because if it was middle school,
No,
I
no,
know
it
you
might
would
have been
read
high
it
school. It
too.
might have been high school. I think it might have been like
Okay.
freshman year of high school, I believe. I think it was
Okay.
freshman year, but yeah,
No, I
that
loved
book
it.
was really good, and apparently they're making a show about like, just random stuff that like you'll check out for those. It'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's
Looking
crazy.
forward to that too.
I don't
You
know
already
if we have
down?
anything else before we get to the whatchamacallit. Have y'all seen Armed Only with a Camera? The life and death of Brent Renault. It's about a cameraman who goes into and films, I guess, wars, like just straight up firsthand.
Oh, he's like a war reporter? No, I haven't seen it. That sounds crazy though.
It's up for like documentary or something like at the Oscars, but I think y'all might enjoy that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie,
Where can
for
we
the people who
watch that?
like HBO.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna.
HBO.
What's it called? What's that?
It's only like 35 minutes or something.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely watching.
It's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Like
I'm sure.
I shed some tears too.
I'm sure it's hard to
But
watch.
to some degree, it's like it's both. It's good. It's good. It's not just depressing.
Yeah.
So the show Neighbors, have y'all heard about that on?
Yes. So I've only watched the first episode of it, but it is actually hilarious. And a coworker of mine told me to check it out like the other day, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go and watch it. And I watched the first episode. It's great.
There's a lot of Florida people on there already. I just want y'all to know.
That's what he
They do.
said. He said there's like one whole episode where both stories are about like people from Florida. It's basically like kind of like a reality show where they're bad neighbors, like people that have shitty neighbors, and then go into the stories and the conflicts and things that they have.
Is it like Worst Roommate Ever? Have you ever seen that?
What'd you say it's called?
Worst Roommate Ever?
I haven't seen it, but it sounds like
It
it's
sounds
going to be the
similar.
same thing. But yeah, they pull up on him and everything. They went up to Kokomo, Indiana, Rashad. They went up to Kokomo.
God.
It was and it's crazy because Ashley's cousin, one of her best friends, just moved to Kokomo. And so we was like, "Oh, y'all got to see this. That's your neighbors, Brody. That's your neighbors,
Right,
Brody."
they down the street.
Yeah, be careful.
So they,
It's funny you say
yeah,
that 'cause
exactly.
actually, I'm curious if they were still here when you pulled up. I was taking my trash to the dumpster earlier in my apartment complex, and there was somebody handcuffed in the apartment across me. There was somebody handcuffed on the steps. There was like 5 cops around him, and there was a fire truck out there. And I was like, I just was looking back and forth and was like, none of my business. But something definitely went
Right.
down in there today.
Speaking of
Yeah,
neighbors,
right.
watch yours.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I made notes too. I was like, all right, which room is it? Keep up.
For y'all be on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gonna see an Atlanta episode and be like, that looks like
We haven't really talked about CBS or Paramount. I don't know why. Probably just because we haven't. But Taylor Sheridan,
yeah.
y'all messed. Hey, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
He's
he's
tough.
really
I
good.
really enjoyed Landman.
Man, it's fire.
I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things.
Rashad, you were really like that too. Like
It's
Billy Bob's
it's on the
slapping
list.
on that. And not even that, the cast is really good.
Yeah.
The cast is really good.
Billy Bob in that show is the fucking man. He's so
He is.
everything he says in that show is either hilarious or badass.
For real.
I love
Man.
his acting too, by the way.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He don't even be playing roles he's never played in his life before.
Yeah.
It's like he's
Right.
playing himself. He just so happens to own some land and some point. He's like, yeah, I messed my past life up drinking. And like it just feels so Billy Bob,
Yeah.
bro.
100%.
Like on Christmas, instead of watching like, I was
knew it.
watching
I knew
Bad
it.
Santas.
I
I was
knew
like, nah, we gonna watch Bad Santa.
I knew it.
So I mess with
Um,
Billy Bob.
But no, I'm pretty sure he does Mayor of Kingstown. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
watched
I
that.
haven't gotten to that. That's like probably like right up at the top of my list to watch.
Okay, Mayor of Kingstown. I love that.
Yellowstone.
I love Bunny
too,
Washington on that.
Right? Yellowstone.
Yes, Taylor,
Yellowstone.
and on all that. Lioness, Special Ops.
Okay. I haven't seen
I haven't watched it, but yeah,
That has a lot of people in it though. That's your girl.
Zoe
Ah,
Saldana. She's in it, right?
and then why am I forgetting her name? Blonde chick, Nicole Kidman.
That's right.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So them together
I watched later.
is
My girl.
I just wonder because that's all in the Taylor Sheridan universe. I'm pretty sure that might still be him too.
If it is,
So I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
know
that's all. And if not, then he like somebody else did it and he produced it or something like it. Whatever it is.
Mhm.
It might be somebody else's. But I really like what he has going on over there too. Not to be slept on. So
They gave
I
him the
just had to ask.
keys. Yeah, he can do what I think he's
Right, exactly.
right now.
He's basically Shonda, everybody who gets their little deal at whatever network, when they blow up. He's on that. So we talked about X-Files with Ryan Coogler. That's what I had on my list already. All right, so let's play Would You Rather, movie edition with car ride reactions. Would you rather live a month in Westeros or a month in the wizarding world of Harry Potter?
Do I know, am I highborn if I'm in Westeros?
That was gonna be my question.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll allow you to pick.
Okay,
pick.
because sometimes,
I ain't gonna pick.
I was gonna say if you tell me I don't know the answer, that would almost make it interesting too. I think if I'm highborn, no, I'm gonna be a wizard. I'm going to Harry Potter. I'm going Harry Potter world.
So that's the only reason because I'm like I can't
He-
force you to be a lowborn and then have the option of going to the wizard world. It don't feel right.
Yeah.
Is he a muggle?
It's gotta be a mudblood. It's gotta be mudblood.
Yeah, I'll probably go on Harry Potter or Wizarding World. Oh, gonna say
World,
that three
right, I
times
know.
fast.
I know.
Yeah, I'd probably do that too. Stakes are probably less high there.
In that vein, what would the hat choose? I know what you want, but what do you think the hat would choose? What house would you be?
So I've taken the quiz. I'm Ravenclaw.
Bro, I'm Hufflepuff all day over here.
I'm Ravenclaw. I did it. I'm Ravenclaw.
I'm
Same.
Gryffindor.
You're Gryffindor? Hell yeah.
You old samurai,
Yep.
prideful You old.
Yep.
My gosh, jeez, I can't wait. I'm gonna
I
catch you on
think
the
it's on my
game.
TikTok, like one of my first TikToks I put up. Because they had the app where you could make yourself and all that.
Mhm.
Like I did that, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it put me in Gryffindor.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if you do
All
the
right, if
quiz or
y'all-
whatever, those are always pretty fun. A question that we've asked people that I think similar to the one you just asked is, would you rather be a student at Hogwarts or would you rather be a student at this Xavier Institute, but you don't know what your mutant power.
Ooh, I would. That's a steep hill over at the with the
That
Because you
X-Men.
could
That's a
be
steep hill. That's a
Magneto, or you
steep.
could like have a
right.
third arm.
Right. But then I'm stuck with that. Like as a wizard, like I can kind of like you. I can. I'm so indecisive. I can't do that without knowing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm going
I'm so
I'm going with
indecisive.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter in that
I'm
one.
at Hogwarts with it. Just based off the fact I can't pick my power.
As a,
Okay.
it is.
So
'Cause
real quick
he's a
before we
mutant.
get off this one, have y'all watched The Boys? Or more so Gen V?
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen it all too. So you could end up getting one of them weak ass powers.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of like
Did you watch
some
the
of them was
animated
terrible.
one? The one
bro.
dude, his ability, his superpower was he was super slow instead of super speed. He moved in slow motion, and then
No, I did not see that.
oh,
bro.
it's so funny, bro. Like,
What are you doing?
there's, like,
Setting
an
screens on the battlefield?
Like,
right.
in the animated The
Like,
Boys, I think it's called like The
that's what
Boys
I'm talking about.
Diabolical. There's like an episode that kind of spoofs X-Men, but it's a group of kids that all have like shitty powers. Like I think one kid is like everyone else can read his mind instead of like the other way around. So just like shitty powers like that. So whenever I ask that question to people, I'm always like, you could end up with like that super slow shit or
Right.
something.
That's
That
what I'm
would
saying.
be awful.
I
Like
would be
something that
gas.
makes your life worse.
Hey,
like
Yeah.
If y'all could read my mind, I'd be gaslighting. I'll just be gaslighting.
right. That's crazy.
It is. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's good. I like it. I like it. Would y'all rather race two, partners in racing, like cars racing? As a team, who would you rather have as your partner? Ricky Bobby? I said Ricky Bobby. Yeah, Ricky Bobby or Sonny Haynes from F1. Sonny Hayes.
Give me Sonny
Yeah, give me
Hayes.
Sonny Hayes.
He's flying.
That's why I was like,
Based on the helmet sitting behind them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
yeah. He can drive any car. My
Give me
man,
Sonny Hayes.
yeah,
my
so
man proved that in
yeah.
any type of vehicle he could win. So put that man out.
I'm not sleeping on Ricky Bobby though. Ricky Bobby was a prodigy.
I don't know if they heard you.
Show us the helmet again. real
Okay.
quick. I gotta get in the clip.
So and Ken's got a Joshua Pierce one.
Yeah, I have the other one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
All right, so they both shaked and baked out of that one. 2 versus 2, me and Rashad. We were playing basketball. Who would you rather have as your partner? Like Mike Bow Wow
Okay.
or what's his name? Will Harris from GOAT?
Will
that his name?
Harris. Ooh, you didn't see GOAT, but give me Will Harris. Give me Will Harris.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
I haven't
see it,
seen this,
but
but I don't have an opinion.
I was gonna say Calvin Cambridge, no matter what.
Alvin
that's
Cambridge.
my
I knew it.
guy.
It was on the tip of my tongue. I couldn't get
I
it out.
had
I
that
was like,
movie on
Hey.
VHS and watched it religiously. So Calvin
Classic.
Cambridge.
I'm taking Will Harris, and we breaking those shoes in the first quarter.
Zion
With those
Williamson.
shoes, I can't
Zion
do nothing with
Williamson.
that. Right.
That was the
Busting
first
out them-
person I've ever seen bust through some Nikes. Was Calvin Cambridge. It wasn't Zion Williamson.
He took their stock down that day, didn't he?
Yeah, it fell. It
Busted
fell like
through-
I'm not a stock market guy, but I think it fell like 3 points or something like that.
Yeah, it did a little.
because they knew he
something.
wasn't going to sign with Nike. Anymore.
I'm like, well,
Oh, that's crazy. Calvin
That's
Cambridge.
crazy, right?
Would you rather take a vacation? Oh, I guess we'll see if y'all seen it. Would y'all rather take a vacation to a White Lotus resort or a couples retreat with Vince Vaughn in the gang?
Man, so I can either die or I would just have like the worst time ever. Like the option. You know what? Fuck
Exactly.
it. Some of those
Listen.
couples retreat.
It's gonna be cracking at the White Lotus resort.
the couples retreat, y'all might end up falling in love even more by the end.
You're right,
You know?
yeah.
Everybody, they went through a tough time, but they all came around.
I'm trying to think if anyone has made it out of White Lotus happy. made it out of it
unscathed.
like better off.
It's couples retreat for me. I don't want an opportunity to die. I'm good. I'll stay couples retreat. Whatever bad happens, I'll take
Right.
that bad.
Oh man, yeah, I'm
I
gonna go
messed-
couples
I'm
retreat,
me-
but White Lotus would be a hell of a time if you can avoid the murder and like someone sleeping with your wife or something like that.
I just want to be an extra. Just you know.
Hey, curiosity killed the cat, and it's obviously gonna kill me because I'm going to White Lotus. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. You
it's
never have
it's
a
cracking.
time if you pick White Lotus.
It's gonna be
You just
cracking.
might not make it out.
It's gonna be
true.
cracking.
better than you
Nah,
started.
I
Right.
might not. I might not. Now, would you rather fight, you two, would y'all rather fight Jet Li and DMX from Cradle to the Grave or Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan?
Man, I think we could take Chris Tucker. I don't know about Jackie Chan.
Y'all gotta isolate Chris
Yeah,
That's what I was
Tucker.
about to say. You gotta
if we
isolate.
can take out Chris Tucker pretty quick, I mean, Jackie Chan's smoking us. Like, especially Rush Hour Jackie Chan, he's smoking us. I know we're not
Right.
touching Jet Li. Yeah, I do.
Matter of fact,
Yeah,
that's what I should have said. Who would y'all rather, Chris Tucker or DMX? Because the other two,
yeah.
you don't need
Give
a
us
big
Chris Tucker.
homie.
Yes, give Chris Tucker.
For sure.
Rest in peace, DMX. But give me
RP
Chris Tucker.
Right.
DMX. We giving you respect from the grave.
Yeah.
Or to the grave, I mean. Shit.
Yeah,
But
Jet Li or
no, it's
Jackie Chan's
crazy.
a good one too. I'd probably rather fight Jackie Chan. I'd rather fight Jackie Chan. Jackie's
Me
smoking
too. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell people. I'm like, Jet Li is a
I think so too.
He is. I guess if we're saying, especially now, I don't know. All right, last one. Would you rather make a song with Jamie Kennedy from Malibu's Most Wanted or Dylan from The Chappelle Show?
My God. Give me Dylan, and Dylan. You know why? 'Cause I
Dylan,
spit
and
hot
Hey, bro.
fire.
I spit hot fire.
Hey, bro, you gonna get choked out.
Give me
Right.
give me Jamie Kennedy. We'll make the worst song ever, me and Jamie Kennedy.
I would love, see, that's
You know that in real life, what's his name? Dylan, he got arrested for
for a strangulation.
choking somebody. Yes.
Wait,
for
really?
strangulation.
I did not know that.
This was like last
Yes,
year.
bro.
This was like last year.
I didn't know that shit either. That's
It's like
crazy.
it's
Life
like
imitating
Chappelle like
art.
put it right. It like put it on him.
It's a
like,
psyop.
I-
That goes back
it
to a
right.
psyop.
It was in
a
his head
psyop.
so deep that
MK
like
Ultra.
he got into I guess some altercation. He's like, what would Dylan do? Dylan would choke somebody. You know what I mean? Like
You hit him with some hot fire, right?
that's insane, right?
Bro.
Like that's
that is-
insane to me.
That's wild. I did not hear about that. That's crazy.
Malibu's. Shout out Malibu's Most Wanted too, man. Traffic,
Right.
looking for my chapstick, feeling kind of car
Chapstick.
sick. That's a
That's
Ford
a Ford
Maverick.
Maverick. That's hey, what he say? It's $1 million
That's
song
a song
right
right there. For the kids who don't know. That's wild. So yeah, that's our would you rather with car reaction. With at car ride reactions, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And then last one, have y'all heard of a movie called The Island?
Island?
Came out in 2005.
I've never watched it though. I don't think so.
It feels
I think I
it
have
feels
either.
if I don't know what it's on, like Tubi or something. Like it's on something like that. But it feels like the prelude to Us by Jordan Peele. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but like it feels like a form of that. And people are connecting it to something that's going on very prominent right now because it's called The Island.
Interesting.
So it's just something like no one's talking about it, but like that's just something that y'all might want to investigate
I might
because
check that out.
I trust y'all.
Also, Us is my hot take. Us is the best Jordan Peele.
Once you see The Island, I can't wait because you're gonna be like, I'm more convinced now.
What do you mean?
It's real. It's real. But it kind of coincides, like it makes sense in a sense. I don't know.
I would.
That's as far as
I
I'm
like.
gonna
I
go with
like Get Out. I like Get Out.
Yeah, I think Get Out.
that. Me too, but Us is
I'm
better
in
though.
real time trying to decide.
I think for me it's Us, Get Out, and then like I like Nope, but pretty bigger gap. It's like there's a bigger gap between 2 and 3 than 1 and 2.
Right.
Right. And then Nope and probably Him. Him wasn't
Tim's not
directed
real.
by him.
It's his production company, but it's not really.
Right. It's Monkey.
Yeah. Because
Or like producers, whatever.
Have you seen the dude, the dude who goes up to NBA players or whatever and be like, what's his name? But it's always somebody like
Yep.
whatever. He went up to Michael Keegan. He goes, hey, you Monkey Paw Productions.
yeah, I did see that.
That's crazy.
Do y'all want to, only other thing I had is, do y'all want to give like who y'all think's going to win the top Oscar categories?
Which categories you want to do?
I have like the top, best picture, leading role, supporting role.
Okay. Yeah, I think I hope Michael B wins Best Male Actor, and I'm starting to think he's going to because I don't know if y'all saw, but apparently Timothée Chalamet pissed off a lot of people for saying he doesn't care about ballet or something like that. I think people were looking for a reason to vote for Michael B. Jordan personally.
That was it.
Yeah, and I think they were like, oh, that's all we need. But Michael B should win it anyway. He should absolutely get points for playing he was 2 leading actors in that role. They had to do every scene twice because of him. He deserves it. That being said, I think the way I'd be the happiest, since I love One Battle After Another too, I think even though for the Poolies we had Sinners get Best Picture, I hope One Battle After Another wins Best Movie, and then Michael B. Jordan wins Best Male Actor. I'll put my prediction in Michael B. Jordan's gonna win Best Male Actor. For the females, I'm not sure if I know because I was looking at that earlier. I'm not sure if I know who's gonna win. But for a movie, I'll say One Battle After Another wins. I think
Okay.
Sinners is going to win, but like Matt, I hope One Battle After Another wins the Best Picture. But I hope also that Michael B. Jordan wins the Best Male Actor. For Best Actress, I'd probably say, I mean, my personal favorite or my pick when we did the Poolies was, what was it? Emily Blunt and
Smashing Machine.
Smashing Machine.
Yeah, I don't think she's nominated.
I don't think she got nominated, but that was my
Didn't.
personal pick for last year.
She did a good job, though.
Yeah,
She
she did a really good job in a movie that's
She
not
did a good
about her.
job.
Like, ultimately, like,
Right.
I think it's got
Emma Stone's one of the nominees for the girl.
no, was Haley Steinfeld supporting actress or
I think
she
she's supported.
Actress in supporting. Yeah, actress in supporting. On my list, it has Winmi Mosaku.
That's who?
They got her winning? Interesting. I hope she wins. She deserves
No, they have her. No, because I'm looking at like maybe I'm tripping and I don't have the whole list, but it says actress in a supporting role for the. It has, yeah, it has Winmi. It doesn't have.
Oh yeah, I see. It's they got Elle Fanning for sentimental value. Inga,
Somebody else was in the middle.
yeah, from sentimental value. I'll actually take.
Who's
I'll
Amy?
take Amy Madigan.
That's what I was about to say. Who's Amy? Who's Amy? The teacher?
No, Amy Madigan was the Ann Gladys from Weapons. Oh, I think she might.
Yeah,
I think she
I'm
might
fine with
win.
She was Ann Gladys.
Or 'cause
Hey,
I don't think Tiana Taylor
Okay.
was in one.
my gosh, she can have that one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that 100%.
I don't. Yeah, who's? Yeah, I'm not sure who.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Consider. I'm not sure who that is.
It's got to be a girl who was the hoodoo, who did the hoodoo. Michael B's.
It's
right.
Smokes.
That's gotta be-
Smokes.
Smokes chick. Damn, actually.
Yeah, smoke chick. Yeah, smoke
Yeah,
chick.
she was great, man. She was great in that shit.
She was good.
I think Amy Madigan's gonna win. But I
The
think
girl in
Winnie will win.
Weapons, me too. That's why I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I loved Winnie, but Weapons, she played that witch role well. It's like that was creepy. That was
Isn't she getting her
creepy.
spinoff?
Apparently,
is?
she might get a prequel. They're talking about
Okay.
for her story. I wouldn't mind getting more of her story. That movie was so unsettling.
Right. I love that. I absolutely loved Weapons. Like that's make sure I'm not missing anything. Sinner's probably my top movie, but Weapons probably my favorite, y'all.
I think Weapons. I had 3. I think I was Sinners, One Battle After Another, Weapons. F1. I think was my top 4. I think those were my top 4 movies.
Yeah.
And then
But I
Marriage
like
Supreme
horror
5.
though. I like things that creep me out, like that actually creep me out, and when I find something that does, I'm like, oh, I like this shit.
Yeah, it
Like
was just a
Midsummer.
good story too. It was the whole movie
Right.
kept you guessing.
Exactly.
And then I think Sean Penn's gonna win Best Supporting Actor.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
That's one that I'm like, I can get behind Sean
Yeah.
Penn on that one. Psycho.
He-
Absolute
He was a
psycho.
great villain. He was such a good villain.
He was such a psycho. Gosh. It's like, and I'm saying it like when discussing my face for people who can see like on the visual, but like I love it though. I'm like, I need it.
Did y'all see
need
Jack
that.
Harlow's letterbox leak?
You about to teach us something new. I don't know. I know he's dropping a
people
new
found Jack
project.
Harlow's letterbox, which if you don't know what letterbox is, it's like a social media platform where people can like rate movies and leave their like follow us on letterbox.
Yes, I did
Yeah,
see
So,
it.
what
I
is
did
it?
see
for
it.
Jack
I did.
Harlow, he rated One Battle After Another. I think he gave it like 5 stars or whatever. And then the comment he left was, I don't know, the Christmas Vacationers Club kind of was or distinguished or something like. I was like, this motherfucker, man, what a weird thing to leave. And then it said for Hamnet, he's like, this was 8 Mile for Shakespeare, and people were like, that kind of makes sense.
No, for real. Now that one, no, shut
He
up. That was
came up-
stupid. That was
He
good.
came up saying just off
He-
the wall stuff,
stuff,
that
that's who
would
he is.
connect with certain people though.
Yeah. Oh, he's the
Like,
weirdest
that's-
guy.
He
but
knows what he's
hilarious.
doing.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So that's funny. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Florida State Seminoles, ACC rivals. Like he said, I get tired of seeing them motherfuckers on the football field because, Jesus, like, remember the year that like we hurt their quarterback and they had that big receiver and they still beat us? Wasn't this just like a couple years ago? Like, yeah. I'm just like, and as soon as he got hurt, I'm like, we got him. We got him now. And then the backup just comes in and just, you feel me? We get him in that conference championship.
Yep.
We can't even move the ball. We turn into, I'm just like, I cannot stand seeing them on the football field. So shout out to your Florida State Seminoles.
Yeah. Last couple of years have been rough, man. They've been rough.
Even still, that's my point. Is like we need y'all to be down in order to like actually beat y'all. I'm like,
Right,
I'm
for us
waiting to like,
thrive.
with us in Miami, we go back and forth a little bit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether if they're good or not. You saw that this year. For some reason,
I
like,
feel like y'all
it's
beat
just
us when
different.
we're good. Y'all beat us when we were 5 when Lamar Jackson kicked our teeth in. We were number 5 overall. And then when
Yeah, I
when
give
we
you
were
that one.
younger, there was that Thursday night game
Yep.
in the
I know,
rain,
I
and we
know.
were
In
I
the
like
knew you were gonna say
rain.
number
that.
Yep.
8, 10, like
I
10
knew
team of
this.
the nation or something like that, and y'all beat us. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm more nervous playing you guys when we're a good team, if that makes when we're like a high ranked team.
That makes
You guys
sense.
are like, you're gonna I'd say almost every year you upset somebody. Miami, you like to
Yes.
upset Miami.
And
That
we
is
get
true, though.
upset.
Yeah.
We do both.
Yes, we do.
And then I was such a big, like, you guys should hire Jeff I've been saying for years, you guys because I'm not even a
We
fan of
heard
the
you.
rule, but, like, I was tired of a lot of coaches just take the job as, like, a stepping stone job. It's like, no, go get the guy that wants to be there and cares more than anybody else about, like, that program in that
That is
city.
true.
So I think Braun will be I literally think he'll be there for, like, 25 years, that coach. Unless he has a dream to be an NFL head coach one day, I think he's there forever.
I'd have to agree with you.
Right. That's true.
Unless it's NIL and just stuff gets so out of hand, he's just like, I don't want to deal with it. I'll just go to the NFL or something.
Yeah, which a lot of coaches I think are kind of
I know.
considering that
I
these
know.
days.
So how do you feel about matter of fact that we flipping back to it. What's your Jameis Winston story?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. So like I said earlier, I ran track my first couple of years at FSU, and my roommate at the time was also on the track team, but he also played football as well. He was on a football scholarship, but also ran track.
Okay.
He
Was Martin Briggs your roommate?
no, it was James Rose. Oh, but we all had to go to tutoring one night, and I think I drove because James' car was in the shop or something like that. So I went and picked him up. But he also said, "Hey, by the way, James needs a ride. If it's cool, like you mind dropping him off?" I was like, "Yeah, no worries." So like Jameis hops in the car, and this is the first time I've ever met him, like personally. Obviously, just been on campus for the last couple of years, cheering on for this man. So little small bit of fanboy in me, but like still we're all the same age. So yo, what up, bro? And he just comes and sits in the car, and he's like, yo, what's up, man? Tells me where to go. So we're heading there, and I had like Future playing or something like that. But I didn't have it up like super loud. I just had it, kind of monotone just so we could talk if he wanted to talk or something like that. And then all of a sudden, I just like hear him mumbling under his breath, like the words to the song. I just keep on shining. I just keep on shining. I was like, oh, so you know Future? He was like, who don't know Future? Like, it was just a really funny moment and a random moment that I wasn't expecting from him. I just expected us to, be quiet on the ride home because I don't really know him like that. But my man was vibing to the Future, so I had to talk to him about it. It was funny.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I think he's always Jameis. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't turn
Always
off.
Jameis.
Like, you know what I mean? So it doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, he's the most genuine. What you see on TV is like every story I heard from him at FSU was exactly like that. Except the other funny story, we weren't there for this, but a guy we're pretty good friends with was in the union when he got suspended for the incident that he like before the Clemson game, where he stood up on the table and shouted at me. I won't say what he said, but you can look it up. Anyone's watching this can look it up. And we were like defending that to somebody, and our boy was like in the middle. He goes, "I was there," and we go, "You were there when that happened?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It was kind of bad," and we were like, "What?" Because we didn't think like he would have been that bad of a situation. He goes, "No." He goes, "Like the story was," he goes, "We're in the student union." He goes, and everyone knows Jameis Winston's right there. Jameis Winston. He won us a national championship. He won a Heisman. Like that's him. Then he goes, then he stands up on the table, and everyone in the union kind of like got quiet and looked at him because they thought he was going to make like this big like speech or something, get us all hyped for Clemson. And he says, "Hey," and he just yelled it as loud as he could. And then he said, no one really like laughed. So it was like a really awkward moment. He was like, it was kind of a weird moment, like when that happened. So I wasn't there for it, but that's one of my favorite Jameis stories that I've heard.
That's wild.
He took a chance.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a clip. That's gonna be a clip.
Right.
I don't think I have. I will say the only thing, a random story. I don't even know if I've told you this. Y'all know Kevin Word, don't y'all?
Yeah,
100%.
Because I was about to say, you from down there around Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
Where
I
did he-
think he's from Atlanta.
I don't remember what high school he went to, but he was from Atlanta for sure.
Kevin's
Yeah.
family friends with Jody Meeks' family too.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad and his dad worked at IBM together years and years ago. So when Jody was in high school, he was at Norcross High School. I'm not sure if y'all have heard of them.
Okay.
They had won a
Yeah,
ton
yeah,
of
yeah,
national,
yeah.
I mean, not national, ton of state titles in both football and basketball and in women's
Oh, I
basketball.
didn't know that.
Oh man, there was a year or there was like a 3-year stretch. They won in both men's and women's basketball and in football for 3 years in a row. Like it was like they were just dominant.
Damn.
So it was like Jody Meeks was on the team who played at Kentucky. Al Farouk Aminu, I don't know if y'all remember his name.
Oh,
He was
hell
on the
no.
team.
He went and played.
I can't remember who. There was a couple other guys that ended up playing in the
He
league.
went and played with Jeff Teague at Wake Forest.
Yeah. There was a couple other
He's in-
guys that ended up in the league as well. Jeremy Lamb, I don't know if y'all remember that name from OKC.
Yeah, Jeremy
He
Lamb
was
from
at Norcross
UConn.
at one point. Like it was a ton of really
Yeah.
good guys that came out of Norcross.
Y'all were loaded.
Yeah.
Jody Meeks and Jeremy Lamb and Al Farouk Aminu. What
That's
in the
crazy.
hell was going on?
One
See,
team.
and then Matt's like, yeah, we had this one dude that was good. He's like, yeah, so
Oh, that wasn't
I
my
grew up
school.
We
with
had
like,
5 of him.
That wasn't my school. That was not my school. Oh,
Okay,
no.
okay.
That is just a school like in our district for sure. But
no. You talking about Norcross?
yeah, Norcross.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's big dog shit, right?
It's weird how much
We know who
talent
they
is
are.
here in Atlanta. Like when I first moved here, I was passing like Marist High School, and my buddy was like, "Oh, that's where Sean McVay and Calvin Johnson went to high school." And I was like, "Right there!" Like, it's crazy to find out how many people like came from Atlanta.
Yeah, we'll take you to where we gonna take him? Seneca and be like, this is Diane Sawyer or something. Katie Couric. Let me say
Right.
it. Whatever. Where we go?
Sawyer.
Take him to Manual. Hey, it's Pussycat Dolls. Nicole,
Right.
the leader of Pussycat
Nicole.
Dolls. Hey.
Hey, y'all might know the answer to this
We
because I'm
gotta-
not sure I've ever seen. Where did Bryson Tiller go to high school?
Iroquois, I think.
With the Iroquois? I'm not sure I ever saw.
Thought he
I
went to
think-
like alternative. I think he went to alternative a little bit too.
I could be making that up. So I'm gonna
Liberty
fact
or-
check that before we put that out.
Yeah.
I think he went
Just in
to,
case people, he did not go to no Iroquois.
Because Jack Harlow, obviously, everyone's like from Louisville knows he went to Atherton, but like Bryson Tiller, I'm not sure I ever heard where he went to high school.
you know where ESTG went to high school?
I don't, but I've been cool seeing his come up a little bit. Like he's really starting to take off now.
What school you think you went to since you from here? Or since you grew up here to a certain degree?
I don't know, man. That's a great question. I'm gonna guess like is he like a Seneca guy or no?
That would be perfect because that would have been a school he actually would have been to.
Right.
That actually is perfect. Saint X.
Saying no way.
Yes,
all
he
boy private
is.
He was a good football player too.
Yeah.
He went to college off of it.
Oh,
for a
that's
bit.
And so,
great.
yep.
St. X such a random place. Him to have gone to school, I would have never guessed that. You could have given me 10 guesses, I'd have never guessed it.
Shout out George. I'm in Newburgh right now.
Tiller did go to Iroquois, so I was right.
Okay.
He did.
Mhm.
My bad, Tiller. My bad, Tilly. She married. He's up in Minnesota. He actually married a girl who went to high school with my wife's cousin.
Okay. Yeah, I knew he's been having a good, happy life because that man ain't dropped music in a while. And I feel like that's when he makes his best music, when he's not happy.
He takes his time.
There you go. There you go. Are you an Orlando Magic fan?
Yeah.
Are you a Hawks fan? Okay, I was about to say Falcons fan too.
Yeah.
What are you,
course.
Matt?
Dolphins.
Jacksonville. Well,
Yeah, my parents are from Miami, actually.
okay.
They were
I'll let you
there
slide.
in 72 when they went undefeated and all that stuff. So I grew up with Dolphins.
I will say my mom did work in Miami for a couple years when I was a kid. When Shaq got traded to the Heat,
Okay.
that's when she was working down there. So I was down there for a little bit. So I got to see a little bit of
That's cool.
that. Not the Dolphins, but when the Heat was heating, the Heatles.
Yeah.
Before the Heatles, pre-Heatles. They said
Right
you feel me?
before, right.
Right before. But no, I was there for all this stuff. So, I don't know what to say because the Dolphins are doing what they're doing. I don't know what to say about that. Falcons.
Similar comment.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say
I
about
was
that
about to
music.
say. That's why I was like, the Hawks just traded Trae Young away. I'm like, the best, I guess, the Magic, Paolo.
Magic just got to figure out. The Magic's problem is their two best players. Neither one is a good jump shooter. Like of the top, 50 guys that in the league that take
Yeah, I
jump
agree
shots,
with you.
Hunt and Paolo are like the two least efficient on that list. So they gotta
You need some spacers.
figure out. Yeah, I think the coach is probably gonna get fired at the end of the year because there's rumors that him and
Jalen
Paolo aren't
Suggs
getting
ain't
along,
supposed
and they gotta figure that out. But never been as excited about like the future of the Magic as I am.
That's what I was about to say. I would agree with you on that. I mess with them as a group of talent, I'd say.
They're good. They're a fun young core. Like they're
Right.
What do you feel about the NBA right now? And I think a lot of it is unwatchable. Like I'll be bored I'm just being honest. I'll be bored while watching it.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Both of y'all.
I think it's definitely unwatchable at times for sure. Unless it just depends on the matchup, honestly. But I think a
Right.
lot of what it is it's just honestly been this way. I feel like once we get to after All-Star break, that's when I feel like everybody starts to tune in because also I feel like the games also matter more at this point. There's only less than 30 games left at
Yeah.
that point. So playoff positioning matters. And now with the play-in, be fighting for those last few spots, it actually matters now. So I'd say just the NBA is not as good as it had been in the regular season, but I still think the playoffs and the finals still deliver what they normally do as long as the matchups are there. So that's my take on it.
I agree.
I think they're another product that's struggling from like even young kids that play basketball don't seem to like want to watch full games. They just want to watch highlight packages, TikToks, and things like that.
Ooh.
So I'm not
That's been
really
going on for a
sure.
while.
That to me is what Adam Silver's got to figure out is how do you make people want to watch the entirety of a game? Because I don't think the love of basketball is going anywhere. I just think
Correct.
people's like interest in watching a game, especially a regular season game, is really diminished right now. Like I'm a Magic fan, and like not that here in Atlanta I have like access to watch a lot of them, but even I like am not like dying to tune in. And I watch like every Florida State basketball game, and they were like slightly above 500 this year. And I'll even watch that before I watch like the NBA game. So yeah, I don't hate like the 3-point line. Like people think there's too many threes and stuff. I'm not even like that kind of guy, but it is subjectively just not as great of a product as it's been, unfortunately.
I was gonna say I just thought about this till now. I didn't think about this till now. Lastly, Ken, where did you grow up? Because you went to Florida State, but you was around Atlanta. You didn't grow up at Georgia Tech, at Clemson, Georgia.
So honestly, I mean, I didn't really care about college football.
That's what I was
Honestly,
about to
not
say,
that
yeah.
much. Honestly, I was more into NFL and basketball and NBA and whatnot. So I really didn't care that
Okay.
much about college football at that time. And personally, I knew I wanted to go somewhere else for college. I felt like legitimately most of my graduating class either went to UGA, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, somewhere
Oh,
within.
so you like, I'm not,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm
Yeah.
not
So
doing
I
that.
just wanted to, kind of check out something different. And then lucky enough to have the opportunity to walk on there and run track. So it all just kind of worked out that way.
That's dope.
Did the track influence
And
the Florida State decision, or were you going to run track no matter where you?
I
Right.
was gonna try to run track no matter where I went, but Florida State essentially saying yes, like you can be on the team.
Okay.
Was pretty much my
Okay.
decision.
100 and 200 runner. You didn't do hurdles, right?
No, did not do hurdles. I'm not too tall, so and then I ran the 4 in high school because they like make you run the 4 in high school.
Yeah, I know. Don't I know.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
stop it. I hated it.
Yeah, hated it. The
I
4x4.
hated it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I'll never forget a
gosh.
meet where I ran legitimately 4 events that day. And I also jumped.
See,
jumped. And then they decided to tell me I'm like chilling at this point, like in sweats and like flip flops.
mhm,
And they're like, oh yeah,
mhm.
by the way, we
Yep.
need you to run the 4x4.
Yep, run the 400. See, they be doing that shit on purpose,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. That's all it
They
is.
be doing
They
that
just
shit
want
on
to make you
purpose.
do something else because they see you sitting down and like, coach, I had 5
right.
events or 4 events today. Like, what you mean? They're like, nah, we need you. One more. And it's the
Bro.
final event. So you got to sit there and get re-warmed up.
Right.
Oh, it's
8 o'clock at it's
Sheesh.
like 6:30 at Christian Academy on a weeknight.
exactly. Yeah.
And it's
And
just
it's a
like,
dual meet where we're just
yeah,
Let me
running against this
go.
one school. So it's like, we won enough events today. You don't need me.
ours may have been a try event.
Yeah.
We may have tried to up y'all. But besides that shit, I mean, I'm like, I agree with you. Track and field was the hardest thing I did. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. It's
Up
a
here.
different mindset to tell
It's
yourself to run for
mhm.
fun. Like ultimately, like it's a different mindset.
And to push yourself
Yeah.
like inside all the time. That's all you're really doing all the time is pushing
I
yourself.
tell
Like
people all the
you
time too, it's like it's a different game when you're running against like the clock ultimately. Like yes, you're running against the people next to you, but like you're looking at the
but you
clock
really
ultimately because you
yep.
gotta place a good time for your next, qualification to get to the finals and things like that. So, even if you know you're gonna win, you still need to get in your mind you need to run your best race.
That's dope.
I got one last thing. It's so
One last
random. Have y'all heard about these high school football players that are using AI
Yes,
for their
bro.
highlight reels, bro?
Dude, I don't even understand how they're gonna
And
get away
sending
with
them,
it. I don't
bro.
understand how they're gonna get away with it. Bro, fake kids were getting offered. You know what I mean? Like the AI is
Right.
like less stupid than the fake
Yeah.
the fake
Yeah, Marcus.
offers your idea. Like, it's a good point. I don't know. My opinion is we got to put some blame on the scouts for that. Like you got to, you got to be able to figure that out. Like those are the people making
In the
the
future,
Right.
the
$100,000
scouts are gonna be coders
Right.
at this point. The scouts are gonna be coders in the future. Like,
Exactly.
they're gonna be attacking the metadata and what
They
you
like,
send
I
them and
need
stuff
the
like that.
original, I need to strip this, and
Yeah.
like that's crazy,
For
bro.
kids who don't know, when we were in high school and they told us to send the tape, they told us if we find out that it's sped up in any format, we're we're completely, not
You're
even
done.
we're not even looking at you anymore
Exactly.
kind of deal. So I'm like, that was the game back then. Now y'all using AI. Remember, I graduated in 2011. It's not like this was just somebody act like you was
Exactly.
born in the 80s or something. No, boy.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. So
That is
I didn't know if y'all had seen that. I was like, there's no way they're doing this. Like,
I
come
couldn't
on.
believe it, man. Well, I could. The sad thing was I could. That's what I was just about to say. The sad
I
part is
could,
I
exactly.
believe that
that is sad,
but like
isn't it?
I
That's
really
sad.
can't. Like that's insane. That the lengths that we're going to now.
Right.
No shit.
Well,
Chat GPT, make me throw.
maybe run a fofo. I bet.
That's crazy.
Now, I guess to bring it all together, to sum it up in a joke, hey, AI Matt, he wouldn't have got smacked because Rashad wouldn't have, you feel me?
Right.
He would have been gone.
We
That's
would
one I promise you on that. I promise you.
have
AI Matt
doctored
ain't
that
getting caught.
film.
AI Matt's in the
You
end
gotta
Right.
play another
zone, flicking
60-yard
you off
touchdown
with
to
this
buy
in your
that.
block.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, coach, this is what would have happened if he would have picked up his block.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or I'd have
It
made
ain't, it
that
ain't
like I'd have made me look like Cam Newton on that play. Like when Rashad misses the block,
So I
crazy.
did you a favor. A little bit.
Right, for real.
Try to flip it. That's
All
funny.
right. Any shout outs I got before we slide off?
shout out our boy Sounds by Nile. If you ever need a DJ in Atlanta, shout out hit him up. Shout out mom and dad, love you.
There you go.
Shout out Ballard High School. Shout out Louisville.
No,
Right.
God.
Big B's.
And shout out the Oddcast. Thanks for having us on, guys. We like your content a lot, so it's really fun to collab with you
Appreciate
guys.
that.
Yeah, 100%. Really enjoyed this. Like you said, at Car Ride Reactions for all of our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. We're working on Letterboxd coming. But yeah, other than
Okay.
that, really appreciate y'all, man.
Actually, YouTube, it's
Yep.
Matthew Costello. I do need to change the YouTube to Car Ride Reactions, but our videos are all the playlist and everything is Car Ride Reactions. But everything
That's
else
fine.
is Car Ride Reactions.
That's a bet. That's a bet. Well, y'all heard it first. Here with the iPod, man, at Car Ride Reactions. My film critics, movie lovers, turning a passion into a conversation that you can have with them too, So I just think it's dope doing it their own way. Like you said, Car Ride Reactions, literally the conversations on the way home. How many times have we grown up doing the same things or still doing the same things? Energy, the synergy that comes from the experience and being able to share that. So tap in with them, man. Tap in with them for sure. And we will do the same on the iPod. So appreciate y'all coming
Sir.
on. And we are signing off.
Absolutely.